comment will disappear. What they mean by comment will disappear? What have I done for my comment to disappear? Oh. Okay, sorry guys, I just needed to go off and come back. Hi guys, we're back again. Let me start the live podcast. It's not really showing here again. Oh, Amy, let me do something here. It tried to bring Amy on, so the comment is still not showing for whatever reason. Amy, can you please respond on my comment with a hi? What's going on, my people? This has never happened. Oh, let me go to the bring people on and see request. Finally.
Okay.
Hey, do you know for some reason, right? For some reason, the comment section is not showing. I don't know what's going on. You look so beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
And I
Thank you.
love your hair.
Thank you.
Why you, Amy, you in Liberia or where are you?
I'm in Africa. I'm in Accra.
Oh, there's something about Accra camera is way different than Liberia camera, though.
Hi, looking.
It's clear and clean. But when you eat Liberia, right, the camera there, it can be so dusty. I know that our country, I don't know what's going on with the pollution in the air and stuff. But I noticed that when people are in Accra, once they go live, their camera is as clean. But Liberia is
maybe
just
because of the maybe because of the internet, I guess.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I think so
And
too.
based on the phone quality too, though.
What phone are you using? Big Juna.
No, based on the phone quality, maybe.
Everybody want back phone to do content creating.
Yes, so maybe.
Well, welcome, Amy. Welcome, welcome,
Anyway,
welcome. I'm just looking at the camera here. I want to see if I'm seeing you properly because
welcome.
I'm just looking. I think you it's not me, it's not you as well. You have to I'm seeing you very clear, but the people for some reason your face is not showing. That's what the phone does these days. You have another phone?
Yes, so I'm trying to check it out.
Uh-huh. You see yourself, right?
Okay.
Yeah, just
So
I have to push the phone very far. I don't know why it does that. You can see yourself now.
yes.
I think with my phone here, Amy is in the corner, and the sad part about it, I'm not seeing her. Guys, can you see Amy? They say it's okay now. They say it's okay now, but it's not okay from my end here. Amy,
Okay,
is it fine
so
from your end over there when you see it from your side?
I can. Okay, so this is it. I can see it.
For some reason, my phone is showing this. I don't know what's going on.
So
Yes, it's
it's
okay. They say yes, it's fine.
yes,
Guys,
yes.
please help us share the live. Please help us share the live. Amy, welcome. I've been seeing a couple of your interviews, and I thought it wise to reach out to you to bring you on here. I believe in people who, God. I believe in you know expressing yourself as an individual. Once you have an issue, it's good to express yourself than taking it, just leaving it in, and that problem swallowing up with you. So that was one of the reasons why I reached out, and I also reached out to you because of the late Senator Johnson, because he was somebody that used to. I had my own personal relationship with him, even though we kind of fall off at the end, which is terrible. But the senator used to call me here and check up on me, just like his daughter. He took me as his own. And once upon a time, myself here, he came on the same platform before, and I also interviewed him here as well. So it's an honor to have you as well. And yeah, thank you for coming. And I'm just going to leave the rest for you so you can do your introduction. So then we can go into my interview questions.
Okay. Firstly, I just want to say thank you so much for reaching out. As much as I wanted to reach out to you, but I didn't know how to start, and not too many people, will reach out the way you reach out to me. So I appreciate, and I'm glad to be on your platform.
Mhm.
And I also pray that my effort in getting justice will not be in vain, because it's just not about me as an individual, but it's about I and my entire siblings and my dad's family as well. So, by the way of introduction, my name is Angel Amy Johnson, and I'm the last daughter of the late Senator Johnson. So,
So
and
what made you not to reach out to me, Amy? I'm very open. I
well, well, sometimes like I came across so many, should I say bloggers or interviewers, but not everybody can relate, the same way.
Mhm,
And due to one or two experience that I've had with them,
mhm,
I felt like, okay, someone actually tag you, and the person, even before the person could tag you, the person reached out to me to reach out to you.
mhm,
And I told them if they knew you, they could, do it for me, but I don't know how to even get to you. Not until, luckily for me, when the person tagged you in my last video I did,
mhm,
and it didn't take long. I saw your message and immediately I responded.
mhm,
It was like I was eager, for it, and
mhm.
it just came to me the way it came to me. So I tell God thank you, and I appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, Amy. I'm here. I just want you to know that I'm here. I'm your sister. Um, at times I don't rush on things when I see it. But again, I'm always open to a lot of people. So I know sometimes, like you said, when it comes to people, you don't know how to go around them. But fast forward after this interview, just know that I'm your sister, okay? Reach out to
Okay.
me, behind closed door if you need to tell me anything. I'm here. I just got a couple of questions. Guys, please share the live. At least let's just have about 300 plus watching. I beg you, please share the live. Well, I just have a couple of questions here. My first question, Amy, can you describe your father in 4 words? Describe your
Mm.
dad in 4 words.
Well,
Describe your dad in 4 words.
well,
Things that people
I,
do
I,
not know
I,
about the late senator.
you
The
know,
senator.
no, it's funny, right? Because if I have to describe my dad, I have a whole lot to, say. Firstly, my dad is somebody, let's forget, what happened in the past.
Right.
But my dad was somebody who seems tough outside. This man that everybody is afraid of because of what transpired in the past. But in his home, he wasn't the person that people actually thought he was.
Mm-hmm.
Not because he's my dad or he was my dad,
Mm-hmm.
but because this is somebody I grew up with. This is somebody I was born into his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad is somebody who prioritizes other people than his children. He rather do things for other people than he doing things for his children. In the sense wherein if I want something
Mm-hmm.
and somebody else out there need it, he rather give it to that person out there than giving it to his own, child or his own children. My dad was so many things that people don't know. My dad was so many things that people, don't know. But I'm just
Yeah.
going to leave it here. But he was so many things that people don't know he was.
Right.
Much
Well,
as he seems stuff.
yeah. So he seems tough outside, but he was not like that inside. And that
No, he was not.
yeah, and that's a typical African parents. I don't know about others, but my family are like that. They'll prefer hearing other people more than, hearing my
Yeah.
side of anything. So I understand where you're coming from. All right. So anyways, even though you cannot answer that question, what was your relationship with your father? What was it like? Your relationship with your dad?
Well, my relationship with my dad was any, relationship, father and a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like the way a child would need a father's protection and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I didn't grow up with my mom. Maybe because there was another woman in the house. But one thing I'm going to say is my dad used to love me as his last child. Even when my stepmom used to beat me, my dad would always, he wouldn't defend me at that point or at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But after everything, he's gonna call me, give me money, and like, don't talk. So my dad actually used to love me as his daughter, not until whatever happened,
Mm-hmm.
in the family, and I had to leave. And since I left, I've been on my own for so many years. Yes, I've been on my own for so many years, but it didn't stop me and my dad. I used to talk to him. We were in communication. And so many times he was like, you got to let go of whatever that transpired. You got to come back to Liberia. I'm like, no, I can't come back to Liberia because when I needed somebody to be there for me,
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't there for me. Even when I needed a father figure, when I needed somebody to protect me, so many times people would abuse me in the street. I used to defend myself. I needed to be tough. So my dad wasn't somebody that was 100% in our life, not just with me, but with all my siblings, not just with me, but with all my siblings. He rather
So
pay
you saying
attention
that
to,
your stepmom used to beat you and your father was just there, like he will just
yes,
call you aside, he will not intervene and say, okay, what's the
no,
purpose? Why are you beating on her? What has
no,
she done? He was not that type
no.
of dad, but so you're trying to say he had fear? There was so much fear he had for his wife, or what? What was the issue that he was doing such a thing?
Well, it could be fear, it could be love, it could be something else. I don't
Right.
know, but as I said, it's just not with me. Maybe when I'm saying it, people will be like, oh, this, that, but it's just not with me. It's it goes with all my other siblings apart from her son,
Mhm.
which is now late. So my dad, whatever my stepmom used to do, my dad would not say anything about it. Whatever
Okay.
she tells him, that's what he takes. So he would be like, "That's your mom. Body like your mom. She took care of you. So listen, if she beat you, sometimes I will cry. I'll go to my pa. I'll be like, Mommy did this to me. I don't know what I did. She didn't even ask me." He'll be like, I said, "Shut up, Amy. This is your mom." And when he see me crying, he know deep down I'm innocent. So he calls me under the palaver hut. It's like $100, it's like $50 US. He likes to take money from his pocket and always like to hide money. So he will always, take the money from in his pocket, fold it well, and put it in my hands, and he will be like, "Don't tell nobody I gave you money." So sometimes when people see my dad giving money, they always used to go and tell my stepmom that, "Oh, the papa gave me money." She will come and she will take it for me, you know.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, she
Oh,
would take
she
it
will
for
even
me.
take
So
the
my
money from you. And how old were
yeah,
you by that time?
well, I was small, as I said. I left when I was 17.
Mhm.
So maybe around that time, because when we just moved to Duporo, we moved to Duporo 2008.
Mhm.
So maybe 2009, 10, around there. I was like, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, even lesser than that. It's been a long year. So I can't really remember, but I wasn't big because at that time I don't even know anything about men business. So I was literally little when all these things were happening.
Mhm.
Yeah, and my dad would not say anything about it, not just with me, but with all my siblings who lived in the house. The only person that was not part of what we were going through was my late brother, because that is her son. So yeah.
So guys, can you guys tell me how is the camera position? Is it okay? Amy, is it okay from your phone? Because the other phone I
Yeah,
got.
I can. Okay, let me see if.
No, well, I just want to ask them. For you, I think you're fine. Just don't come too closer. Is the camera
Okay.
position okay? Can somebody answer me in the comment section, please? It's great. Nelson, is the camera position fine, guys? Mm. With what you said, it's okay. Okay, you said something about your dad always listening to your stepmom.
Yeah.
And in a period of election, this is what I heard. I heard that um your mother, your stepmother wanted your dad to support CDC, but your dad insisted no. So I'm kind of like why you think this time around he could not listen to her, he made the decision to support the Unity Party government instead.
Well, I'm not going to speak. I'm not going to go deep because I'm not into politics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not into politics, so I'm not going to go deep. But my dad knew who he wanted to vote for based on whatever negotiation he had with whatever party. Based on whatever negotiation he had with whatever party he voted for. So maybe he felt like, that was what he wanted to do. So I don't think she could talk him out of, whatever he wanted to do when it came to politics. But when it has to do with the family affairs, as I said, it's not just with us as children. It has something to also do with my dad's siblings. Which today, if they come up on social media, people will understand that I have no reason to lie on anybody. So
Mm-hmm.
my dad never even used to allow his own siblings, go to the house, like that. You know, so for when it comes to the politics side, I can't really speak on my dad for that side, but maybe he know why he voted for whatever political party he voted for, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that, yeah, so I can't speak for him, but it was a decision he made, and you know, so that's it. I think you can see me. Okay.
You, Amy, is your phone okay on your side because it's saying you're on the side on the
I
camera
can
view?
see myself. Yeah, I can see I'm positioned well.
All right, so guys, you're just manage with whatever you're seeing. Then, so okay,
So
can
I
you
can
talk?
see my
Okay, Amy, let's just go with the interview. I will not pay attention to the comments, guys. Just continue. Please share the live. I beg you. What type of woman is your stepmom? What type of woman you think you can you tell the world what type of woman is your stepmom? And what was your relationship with your stepmom? What type of woman is she?
if I have to describe my stepmother,
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm sorry to say, but I would say my stepmom is a big manipulator
Mm-hmm.
who manipulates her way through things, and at the end of the day, she played victim. So my stepmom, for me, when you see me, you feel like, okay, I'm the problem because I love to talk a lot. I'm a great talker. But when you see my stepmom, she's so easy until you will not even believe that, everything that is going on is something that she can, do, because her appearance is something that nobody will want to, believe anything bad about her. But
Amy, are you speaking from a stepchild perspective? Because most times when it comes
yeah,
to I have been in that position where sometimes you do not just like your stepmom because of whatever
oh
has
no,
that has. Are you
no.
speaking from a stepchild perspective, or this is you speaking as who really she is?
This is me speaking.
Mm-hmm.
This is me speaking. I'm not speaking from hate. God
Mm-hmm.
bear me witness. My heart is clean. It's clear. Because with everything I went through as a child, I still, even when my dad passed, I was one person who was always defending her. If she's watching this live, she can attest to that. So I'm not speaking because she's my stepmother, or because my dad is late and because she don't want to give us anything. So I want to tarnish her reputation. No, I'm not tarnishing her reputation. And as I said, this is me speaking from what I've gone through. This is me speaking because I know this person from when I was 1 year old, or when I was 0 years old up to today.
Mm-hmm.
So this is somebody I know all my life, 30 years of living on earth. This is somebody I can tell you I know this person, and anywhere you take me, what I say here today, what I say here tomorrow is something that I will say forever and ever, because I'm wearing the shoes. I know where the shoes fit me. I know where it hits me, and I know how the shoes been in the past. So I'm not speaking from hate.
Hate.
I'm not speaking out of bitterness. I'm speaking from a heart, a very, very clean heart. And yes, that's the type of person my stepmom is. She's a manipulator, and she
Yeah.
know how to manipulate her way into
Would you
people's
think
life.
she's a great mother to she's a great mother, or what's the question here is some people can be a great mother but they cannot be a great stepmother. What I'm trying to say here is that to her children, was she a good woman to her children, or she was just the same way she was to you guys as well?
Well, Susan, um, any woman who is not a great mother or a great woman to other children,
Right.
is not a good mother.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to bring a child into this world for you to be a mother. How you take care of people, how you care for people, that's what makes you a mother. So we all know they like there are certain people in this world that once it's not their child, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And once it's not about them, they don't care as well. So you having so many stepchildren, and God bless you with one child, and you are only focusing on your one child and treating other people's children like they are not blood, or they don't matter, or they are not child or children. It doesn't make you a good mother. What makes you a good mother is how you care for people that was entrusted with you to care for. So
Right.
no matter how she take care of her son, and she don't take care of other people's children, she's not a good woman. It's not about mother, but as a person, she is just not a good person. It has nothing to do with mother, but as an individual, she is not a good person. Not at all. She
All
is
right.
totally not a good person.
Right. So I just want us to dive into your father's school. According to few people in Nima, and there was a protest just I think about a week or two ago. We were told that his school has been closed. So what is going on with his school, and why is the school closed at the moment? And what's really going on before I move on to my next question? Why is your father's school closed since he passed?
Okay. So my dad's school, right?
Mhm.
The Polytechnic. Before my dad passed,
Yeah.
my dad always used to tell his children. And what I tell people is there is certain feelings that you get when a child was born into your hands and raised, with you, and there is certain feelings when the child is not born in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that they are not your biological blood. So we all grew up. We are five children who, grew up with my dad, and I was the last among the five, but we had other siblings. So when my dad was building his polytechnic, which is the university in Lima County,
Right.
my dad always used to tell us, today when God called me, you people are the owners of that school. You all are the incorporators. There is no other person or no other, shareholders in my business. You people are the rightful owner for that school.
Mm-hmm.
So initially we were seven incorporators, which is the five of us and my stepmother and my late dad. So we were seven incorporators and two passed. So automatically we are five. So for the school, why the school is closed is because there is a particular person who feel they are entitled to everything. They
And who
feel
is this
entitled.
person, Amy? Who is
Oh,
this
this
person?
is my stepmother,
The
and the
step.
people who, yes, and the people who she, who, I don't know if I should say who is working with her or who she is working with, but she feels she is so entitled, and she feel like, as she always call me, she call me a common child. And one thing I tell her, you can't call me a common child, because when it comes to blood, I carry blood in you. You are just a wife, and I carry the blood. So if you have to call me, come on, you have to look at yourself, because you are not blood. I carry that blood in me. So if you feel entitled and you feel like you are the only person who should benefit, and your family are the only people who should benefit as well, and this man's children and this man's family has no right to benefit, that's where the problem comes from, because we all know this is something we were born into. We all know we did not ask to be born. I don't want to know what people will say about property. Property is my entitlement. It's my inheritance. Like any other blood, you're entitled to it.
So, Amy, you
So,
just said something. I just want us to go
yeah,
back to what you said
yeah,
about the people she's working with.
yeah.
Who are the people she working with? Because I heard that right now from me, because I speak to a lot of people in Nima, I heard that your stepmom and the vice president of the country, they have a very close relationship. Matter of fact, where she's currently staying, she left the house and she's actually at a place where the vice president is the one who has actually he was the one who was able to get that apartment for her. So who are the people that giving her that much authority to have a whole university close, where we have students in Nima County now protesting all over, wanting the university to open because they want to finish their semesters in their term?
Well, you see me. I don't like to drag other people in things I do because sometimes we don't hold people responsible for other people's actions. The reason I'm saying this is because I don't blame whoever that is working in hands with her. I blame my late dad. I'm sorry to say I respect him a lot. But if he was actually going to put his family together, if he was actually going to do the right thing, because life is unpredictable, I don't think we will be where we are today. So I don't want to take my problems to be, putting it on people to say, oh, you should do this, you should do that. All I want is for justice to be served. No matter who is working with her, that's not their property. They don't have a saying. Whether the president, whether the minister, whether people in America, I don't think they have saying on my dad's property. That's not a government property. That's a private property. And this man has children. So I think the best thing they can do if they want to, interfere in this whole thing that is going on is to see how best to settle the family because we consider them as family. So I don't think it's a good thing if that story is true that, the vice president is working along with her. I don't think he's taking the right step because that's not the right direction to take. Because if that story is true, if the vice president is my dad's son, I consider him as a big brother. So if he will want to work along with my stepmother to take whatever, to close whatever, I don't think that's the right direction to go. But I don't want to believe that he is actually working, with her. I don't want to believe that because I met him before coming back to where I stay. And from the way he talked to us, he didn't sound like somebody who, encourage everything that is going on. So maybe
But do
until
you
I
know? Do
see it.
you know where is your stepmom at the moment? Is she still
Yes,
in
I
the
know.
in?
Yes,
Is she
yes, I
still
know.
in the house?
No, I know where my stepmom is.
Uh
And as
huh.
I said, I don't
Mhm.
like to listen to speculations.
Mhm.
I don't like to listen to they say, you say, me that here, you see me sitting down here. I can funnel anything I want funnel. The same way I funnel where she was living.
Mhm.
So, but I got one or two recordings that, that's why I tell people sometimes it's good to know how and when to talk,
Mhm.
especially when you are angry or you are desperate. You have to choose your voice carefully. So with my stepmom issues, I got recordings that, she is having conversations with somebody and there were too many things that were said, in the conversation. So that person just wanted to be boastful and that person feel entitled to as well, the same way she feel entitled, and they are both working together. So for the house you talk about, yes, we heard it, but should I say allegedly? Because it's not something that okay, I want to say okay, yes, the VP did, but yes, she moved out of the house.
Yeah, but you can, Amy. This is the thing, right? I understand you trying to keep safe. let me tell you something.
I'm not, no, Susan, listen,
The vice
I'm not
president,
trying to pick, no, I'm
yeah,
not trying
the
to pick
vice
safe.
president is
I'm
very
not scared of
manipulative.
anybody.
Yes,
No, I'm
he's
not
very
scared of
manipulative.
anybody. I'm
He's
not
going
trying,
to tell you something else, and at the same time, he's doing something else behind your
so
back.
that's why I
So,
say it's possible, but I'm not going to
yeah.
sit here to say, oh yes, he did it. It's possible that he would tell us something different. And it's
Hmm.
also possible that he's working with her and he's the one who paid for the house. It's possible. But it's
Right.
something
Because
that I
that's
got
what
no
I
fact
heard.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I got no fact on. I
Mm-hmm.
heard something like that, but it's not something that I would say, oh yes, the vice president is paying for the house or leasing the house. No. I don't have proof on that as much
Mm-hmm.
as I heard,
Mm-hmm.
but if I have proof on it, it's something that I myself can come and say it and bring my proof. Because if I have to talk without proof and somebody want to take me to court to prove something and I cannot prove it, why would I speak on something I can't prove?
Amy, what authority does your stepmom alone have to have a whole university close? That's where I'm coming from. What authority?
So we want to believe that, as I
Yeah.
said, we want to believe that there are people who are working with her,
Mm-hmm.
people who has power, all right, people who has power. But I cannot come and tell you this is I have a specific name in my
Mm-hmm.
head. No, I can't, because if I say it, I will not be having proof to whatever name that I will call. You understand it? But I know
Right.
that there are people who has power that is telling her these children are just ranting because they see me like a ranter. What I say is they feel like I just want to rant and nothing will come out of it. So before you see me coming on social media for help, I've been to places, I've tried to call so many people. There is nobody, helping. People will promise you they will not come to your rescue. Yet and still, they are still giving the same family who are in confusion jobs. For that one, I got proof on it. I can tell you today, my big brother has a job with Freeport, who is working with my stepmother. That one, I can tell you, Susan, I can say it
And your
anywhere, anywhere,
stepmom
any
is
place.
also taking pay in this particular government
In
as
this
well.
at the same Freeport.
Yeah.
Are you seeing it? So they gave my
Right.
stepmother job and they gave my stepbrother, which is not her son, which is another woman's son, but because two of them they are in cahoots, they are working together. So they gave them job. For that one, I can tell you, Susan, I can play that recording. They even carry me to court. I can play that recording where he is talking about the VP giving him job. All right. He said he just started his job. The VP gave him job, and he was like, when I come to the house, I will come to you, mommy, so we can talk and so we can call number two. I don't know who is number two, but from somebody who can analyze stuff
Right.
automatically I already know who the number two is.
Mm-hmm.
But until I dig into it and I will know that number two. And I know my brain cannot fail me. So definitely I already know who that number two is.
Which is
Because
your husband.
at the
Yeah.
beginning of the conversation, he mentioned that this is the person who gave him job. So my point is, why would these people see, division, confusion in the family, and we have reached out to these people, but they are not taking us serious? But at the end of the day, they gave my stepmother job at Freeport, and they also gave my stepbrother job at Freeport. So it's a slap to us, and they were trying to make us understand that they do not see us, they do not, recognize us as this men children. And all of 100%, 50%, I don't blame them. I blame the woman because that's what the woman make the people to feel. Because she is working hands in hands with my stepbrother. So anything she tell whoever that is working with her, they will do it. I don't work. You could have given me job. You could have given my sister that don't work job. But you have a job at Freeport. My stepbrother too have a job at Freeport.
Mm-hmm.
So it says a lot. You don't need to say or to tell you, this is the people who are behind this. But
Yes.
sometimes when you come up to talk, you need to
Mm-hmm.
come with facts. So if they
Facts.
have to drag you to Belayala, you have to get your proof and your rescue to be able to go to court to prove this is what, you have to back up your claims.
Right.
So
That's true,
with
Amy.
all being said, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a stupid person. Whatever people have to say to me, I gathering evidence. And the
Mm-hmm.
day I have evidence against the individual, I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to come publicly and
Right.
say what I have to say. But until then, I hold my peace and I will allow God to fight.
So
So
basically, you just said that the reason why the university is closed is because your stepmom feels so entitled. I'm just gonna re echo what you said. She feels entitled and she's working with people in higher power.
yeah,
Which I can
yeah.
say from my end here, from what I have heard behind closed doors, I heard that it's the late Senator Prince Johnson university is closed now because your stepmother and the current vice president of the country are working. This is not coming from Amy. This is coming from me, Susie. This is what we have been hearing behind closed door. And it's sad because there are students who have gone and they were able to, complete certain semesters. Up to this moment, they have not even, done anything because the university is closed. So I hope, people are listening to and seeing what is happening in Nimakante. But
Okay,
Amy,
okay, so then,
based on your
yes.
relationship on the
So
with the
before,
vice,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
but before you ask me another question, I just
yeah,
want to talk about the university a little bit
yeah,
because I didn't really go into details for the university. The
right.
university is actually closed because, as I said, this person feel entitled. And what she want to do is she want to do the negotiation alone without us. She don't want to include us in whatever agreement that will go on for the university. And because of that, and secondly, the government actually paid, I think, 50,000 United States dollars or 50,000 plus in the university account, which everybody know about before my dad would pass.
Mm-hmm.
And that money was money he did not touch, but she was able to access the money because she had to go to the courts to ask them for letter of administration, which before the court granted her, the court asked her if the man had children, and she said yes, the man has children, and she listed the children name. And I'm sitting here, I'm one of the five children she listed. My sister is one of the five. My brother is one of the five as well. So the university is actually closed because they have taken all the money, all the funds from, almost all the accounts. And she wants to negotiate without the children because she feel like we are not, we don't matter. So because of that, yes, they are working to do what they have to do, but I don't think it's going to happen. That university can be closed for 1 year. Let it be closed. It can be closed for 10 years. Let it be closed. As long as she don't want to work with the children, she don't see us like children to her, that university will not be open. I'm sorry for the people who pay their school fees. She not eat all the money and she don't have funds, you know. She don't have funds to open the university.
Are
And
you
because
guys
the
planning
family
to
is
run?
in,
You're planning to sell the university because that is
oh,
your father. That is the late Senator Prince
no,
Johnson legacy.
no,
Are you guys planning
no,
to sell it?
no,
What's
no.
yeah?
We are not planning to sell any of my dad's property because it's a property that generation to come,
Mm-hmm.
they will know that something, it's a legacy that, will remain forever. As much as the person who, built all these things is no more, we have to work together as family. It's not something that we want to share. If she want to sell the university, she can tell us, we can pay her off, and she leave our property for us. But she cannot pay us off and want to take the university or all the property for she and her family. So that university is not something we want to sell. But if we cannot run it ourselves, there are ways, there are negotiations that can happen for people, to keep the university running. we can work in the university, but I cannot tell you, Susan, I alone, can run that university. If I tell you it, I will be lying to you. But as I said, she don't want any child or children on the premises of that man. She only wants she and her family. So whatever she is doing it along with my dad protocol, whose name is Jerome Barkley, who is now running my Park Elementary School. So she preferred to put him on the letter of administration, and she preferred to allow him run the property than the man's own children to run the property. So the property is closed because of the confusion, and it's also closed because she has, exhausted all the cash.
Oh
There is no
wow.
cash there. Yes,
So
it's closed because of yeah.
since this whole thing started, I've heard you countless on social media calling for help. Knowing, you just said something about the vice president being your father's son. We all saw that because he is who he is right now because
Yeah,
of your
yeah,
father, right? Since
yes.
all of this has happened, I think I heard you on one of the interviews that he called you and stuff like that. Has he really intervened like the way a big brother supposed to intervene into this whole case? Has he or that just phone call away? Because making phone call and saying that, oh Amy, I've seen you on Facebook, let's not spoil the paper legacy, is a different
No,
thing.
no, no. Okay, so
Getting involved,
um
yeah.
no, okay, so the last time I was on Prophet Key's show, Prophet
Mm-hmm.
Key asked me similar question like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I made him understand that nobody ever introduced me to the vice president. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Nobody ever introduced me to the vice president, but when my dad died, the vice president came to the house, and I was introduced as the late senator's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And the vice president was like, where have she been? I haven't seen her before. And then my stepmom told him, oh, this is the last child, but she don't live here. She's in Ghana. So yeah, so he knows me as, the daughter of his father.
Mm-hmm.
And on my dad's funeral, he saw me, and he saw the type of, mood I was in. Yeah, he noticed me. But when it comes to somebody taking me personally to, introduce me to him with all this thing that's happening, no. So one day I was talking to somebody who I also call brother, who is my late dad political son. And he was like, if you say you have the vice president number, I want you to message him. And I'm like, what am I coming to tell him? Because I know that the vice president is not somebody you will say he's out of social media. I know he is into social media. So
He knows
I
everything
know
that's
that,
going on,
yeah.
yeah.
So I told the person, I said, I know that all these things that, is going on, he's aware, but I don't want to 100% blame him because he don't know me. He have never met me when my dad was living. I have been away.
Come on,
He
Amy.
has never met me.
Come
So,
on, Amy. Don't say
no,
that. Don't
I'm coming. No,
yeah,
like, I
don't
don't
say
like
that. It will hurt my
Susan.
heart, my darling, when you say
Susan,
that.
it's his responsibility to
Yes.
take full like, it's his responsibility to take full responsibility of everything that is going on within our family. But when it comes to me, right, I'm telling other people they are entitled. And this person don't owe me anything. But because he owes my dad a lot, I feel like he should extend. He should
Of
stretch his
course.
hand.
Of
Yes, he
course.
should stretch his hand. I'm not going to tell him that because my dad did this for you, so you are forced to do this for me. He should know better. You can reach
That's
people.
where
Yes,
I'm coming, Amy.
yes.
This
So
man
that's where
is
I'm
who
coming.
he
So
is
yes,
today because of
yes.
your
So yes,
father. Even if you
yes.
see
So
him
that's
on
what I'm
social media,
saying.
he
He
knows
should
everything that's
know.
happening.
Yes, Susan, he knows everything that happening, and he should know better. He should be able to settle. He should be forget that he's the vice president. But at this point, I see him as my family. I see him as a big brother. And I feel like communication between us shouldn't be something hard. It shouldn't be difficult the same way it would be difficult for the citizen of Liberia. I should be able to have easy access, especially when it comes to communicating with him. I should be able to have this easy access with him.
Right.
But if I'm not getting that, I cannot blame him 100% because, as I said, my stepmother is under everything. Maybe she feel we getting close to the vice president or getting close to everybody that my dad helped, it will make us to be better and it will make our case so easy. So they should know better.
Amy,
They got conscience, Susan.
I want
Susan,
to
they
say
got
this to
conscience.
Amy. Let me just say this to you loud and clear. All right. The thing here is we all have conscience, and this is the reason why. Even though this show is not about the vice president, this is the reason why people who do not understand, they say, "Oh, Susie, talk to the vice president whatsoever way." That's why I call this man ungrateful. I mean, there is no way, no way. This man is on the internet. He knows everything that goes on the internet. When he and your uncle Koga, which we will go to, when his uncle, your uncle Koga was going and having their issues, he knows everything that happens on the internet. And you want to tell me the late Senator Prince Johnson daughter, you, Amy, do not have access to him with everything that happening. The man that made him, he has literally forgotten this man. All right, it's wrong. I know that he's the vice president, and from the family perspective, you're trying to protect his image here. But the truth here is, I think your stepmom and him. I what you telling me? I want to believe that your stepmom and the vice president actually working together. From everything here, it just confirmed that because he cannot be holding
Uh,
back from talking to the senator children, but you taking the stepmom out of the house and putting her in a place she's getting paid from the family. But now this vice president should have reached out to you long time ago, Amy. He's supposed to be the one telling you, don't go on Facebook, Amy. We'll sort this thing out. I want to see you so and so time, because this is the man that your father made who he is today.
well, Susan, I don't know how other people, react to things. But for me, I feel like, sometimes people can say when you do good, don't do it because you want people to return favors back to you. You do good as a person or as an individual because of God and because of the heart that you have. So I'm not going to make the vice president the center of my topic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to put him in front of whatever situation we are going through. But what I'm going to say is, once I stand, and I know what I stand for, and nobody is going to take my life, and I will see the end. Until I enter court, that's the only time I will understand what it is. And only then, will I start to direct people. I could talk about my uncle, all right? But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like my uncle should not be the center of what I'm going through.
Do
When
you
I
do you
direct the,
know this is what we Liberian, this is where we turn to make mistakes all the time. We say, oh, that God pay for what the person has done.
yeah,
Still, I understand that. But your father is not around anymore. If your
yeah.
father was around, at least he would have put things under control. Things were going to be under control. But your dad is not around anymore. So are we going to continue leaving things with God where your family is falling apart, where you guys want certain things to be done? But this is the man that you call you see as a big brother up to this moment. We saw the issue that he and your uncle Koga had, they had all the older people from Morovia, from Lima County. They dressed well. They went Morovia. They few time to settle stuff with he and Senator Koga. But the man that made you who you are, his family, they are not together. The last born that you're supposed to be constantly in communication with her to even check on her mental state, you just abandon her. And then we have to say, oh, we'll have to wait for God. I don't think so.
Well, Susan, when you see me, I like to talk about God a lot because I know how I came up, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
not that I'm so holy, but if it's not because of God by this time, I know that maybe I could have been in the street, maybe on drugs, or I could have allowed depression eat me up or something. I could have been just somewhere. But the only reason I know God and I talk about God a lot is because of protection. Because while I'm here, you don't know what people are planning at your back.
Right.
You understand? So just because I talk about God, it doesn't mean, even the Bible says, you have to make effort before God come true for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can be sitting out in your house and say, oh God, give me husband. Then you sitting out in your house, you say the husband will come knock at your door.
Right.
No, you have to be praying and go outside before God will send somebody in your life. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm praying to God for protection. Nobody will take my life. Nobody will plan evil for me. Nobody will find me spiritually, physically. Everything will go well. And while I'm doing that, I know what I'm doing. Like I said, I like to come out with proof. Even you today, Susan, if I decide to come back and appear on your show again, when I
Mm-hmm.
come with proof, you will just sit and you will just look at me. You will be like, wow. So I don't want to come up here, and say things at the end of the day. I cannot prove my allegations.
Right.
You see, for my stepmother, everything I say about her, I double dare her. I dare her a triple million times. I took her to court. She made me spend my small money. She refused to go to court. Forget that wrong thing. It's just like you can go to court and come outside, to come and talk what happened in the court. But she refused to go to court. Up to today, I still got the files for the court. So when she messaged me recently telling me, like I said, I got her recordings. Every day this woman rendered threat against me. Every day she rendered threat against me. She said she will call the Sastan people to come and do this. The Sastan people will do this for me. In fact, the people from Lokitan, they would come and find me. I got recordings on them. So for these type of things, I can talk about it. For
Mm-hmm.
she stealing my dad's money, I can talk about it. When you say all these things, people be like, oh, go and marry, that for property business. I don't care because they are not the one people bully. They are not the one people call killer children. They don't know the trauma that we have been going through. We have to live with because of a family we did not ask to be born in. So sitting down and seeing wherein your dad left something for you to be able to better your life. So when he is gone, people will not laugh at you. People will not say, oh, nothing good can come from these people, children. That's the reason this man established what he established and God called him. So you are in no position to tell the children you are the only one that is entitled. So for her, I can come here with so many facts and proof. Everything I say here are not allegations. I'm not going to say allegedly. It's
So,
something that I
what
can
is the
prove to you.
reason why she refusing to turn up in court? And is there any law to refuse to turn up in court when somebody say you can't? If somebody sue you, why is she refusing to go to court? And what are they saying from the court?
Okay, so when this whole thing started, I think you saw my first video that I did that
Yes,
circulated social media.
I did.
That I came out, I told people, I say anything happened, they should hold my stepmom responsible. People don't know why that video. That was my very first time to ever come on live and for it to trend the way it trended. And people don't know the reason why that video was made. So that video was actually made when, okay, I was in Liberia. I've never gone for, decoration day before. Since my dad died November, I've been in Liberia, frequently. If I'm not making mistake, maybe I would say I've been in Liberia like 5 times to 6 times in like 3 to 4 months. So I decided that okay, I just left Liberia in February, and I had to go March 11 for decoration day. So I said to myself, I told my mother, I said, I got to go for decoration day because this is somebody that, I loved, and this is somebody that I still love, which is my dad. So I'm going to go for decoration day, and which I did. So I went to Liberia for decoration day. We went to Nimba, and then the first red flag that I saw, that I got to know, which I still have the video in my phone, that I knew that this woman was somebody that would never change. Our man died. He has children. These children stayed with you. This is children you reared. This is children you took care of from baby. You
Right.
and my mother, you and my mother lived together. Y'all lived together. Y'all gave birth to all your children. My mother gave birth to three beautiful children for one man. Y'all were staying in the same house. So my dad died. He told us, you and your protocol, they call her Esse Boca. Her name is Esse Boca. That morning I went to the house. They was like, oh, somebody said my dad appeared to them in their sleep. And my dad said that, he loved giving flowers, especially decoration day. He goes to the mass grave, and then he take, flowers there. So my stepmom and her protocol, who is also working with her to, take against her because she want her own children to benefit from my dad's property as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was there, and she said somebody had a dream, and the person said that my dad, the person said that my dad told them that they should buy a big flower to take it to his grave. And my stepmother should also go to I know, 100 or 1,000 children in the world or stuff like that, should also go there. So that day, my stepmom went to that grave to go and give, flowers, and we went to Nimba. So decoration day, we arrived there very late because people wake up 6, 5 in the morning to clean. But we were not able to wake up that time because we weren't living in the compound. We were in hotel. But we went there, we cried, we slept on the grave, we said some jokes because my dad was somebody who loved gossiping, a lot. Sometimes my dad said on that he pushed all the let to gist.
You
So we
used
were
to come
just, yes,
here to
in
Jesus.
lots of
You
gossip and a
no,
lot of ways,
he
yeah.
loved Jesus.
That,
He used to
yeah,
come
in
here,
that cheese, in a lot of ways, most of his children brought, and especially me, I like to gossip. My brother like to gossip a lot. And when my pa said this, that's the attitude I took from him. When he tell you this, he don't change his voice. He tell you,
Yeah.
hey, this is what I say. And when you offended, it don't even take more than even 4 days for him to come and apologize to you. So that's one part of him that I brought. We gossip a lot. We let to juice people. Nobody's secret is 100% safe in our hands. But we got things that, my
Yeah.
dad died with so many secrets.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there are certain things he can say and there are certain things he can
You
say.
can say, yeah.
So we were on a grave, we were gisting, laughing, and we're like, we don't believe. I was even like, are you sure, my dad is actually dead? Is he feeling that, people is on top of the grave and stuff? And we all cried, we laughed about it. So something came to my attention in my dad's grave. By right, all his children pictures should be on his screen. But you have just a particular person picture on the TV screen, which is your son.
Oh
Which is
wow.
your son. Yes, and my dad have so many small time pictures for us, which I have and which she has, because my dad loves pictures a lot. And he has whole album for pictures. My dad can show you almost 1,000 to 5,000, maybe a million pictures of his children coming up. during the war picture, even after the war picture. And all these pictures are pictures that you should use for souvenir.
Mhm.
These are pictures that you should put in his grave so people can know that, okay, this man has children. Or if you feel like you don't want to put the small town picture, you could call each and every one of us as siblings, take a family picture and put it there. That's what a good woman would do. And
Mhm.
that's what a good mother would do. But what did you do? You only put your son picture on the screen to display. That was the first thing when I saw it. I complained to even my big brother who is working with her today. And one thing people don't know is everything I talk with people, I record. That's why you see sometimes I just look at him, he do his things. There were a lot of things he said about this woman. He even cried with me. So going to the flower, we saw that this woman, they bought two flowers, which was from a guy named, people might know him, Emmanuel Zor, who my dad also, gave him job, who is my dad, political son as well. And the other guy named is Wallow, the guy who spoke on my dad's funeral that they had to, take him off his job. They were the people who gave the money for the flowers. So what my stepmother did is, if even she go chinche today, I get picture of it, where only her son on it. What she did is the two flowers, she put one in the corner of my dad's grave and she put her son name. Her son was not there. At that time, he was in Ghana, yeah, in the rehab.
Mhm.
So she put her son name on the flower and put it in front where when anybody enter in the grave, you will see that Thomas Johnson was the one who dedicated the flower to his dad. As a mother, you don't do that. You should have put in all the flower is big. It can contain as much as 100 names. If even you want to put his name first, no problem. But at least if you claim that this man has children and they are your children as well, you should be able to list each and every one of these children name on that very big flower. So when people enter, they will know that this flower, was dedicated, to this person by this person.
Right.
And then I had to leave the grave. I went at the back of my dad's school, the stores, and I started crying. And my big brother, whose name is Gideon, he came to me and we all cried together. Upon God and me, my brother told me, Amy, do you know why I left from the grave? I'm like, why? He said, because I saw the same thing. That's why I left. And he hugged me. He said, and he called me last born. He said, last born, I stand for you. Nothing will go wrong. I see what is happening. But just give me my small thing. Let me go outside, to go do one or two things.
Mhm.
And that day, I had to tell my man to send him money. So that money wasn't sent from, where you say was sent from my phone. So my man had to send him money. I think they sent him 20 or $40, to go and eat. And immediately the mobile money came to him, he left. So when I got to know this is the same person that I have stood for as a little sister and I respected as a big brother, is in collaboration with this woman and is treating us like we don't matter. It broke my heart. It brought pain to me because the people who should stand for us are the people who are against us. So Susan, how if my family is against us, how do I expect other people to stand for me when the people who should stand for us are the same people who are fighting us all because of vanity? So how the whole video, the whole money business, all that won't pass my birthday king. Somebody called me before my birthday. The person was like, oh, so your pa benefit, your pa left benefit with your my nigga can't give me something. I'm like, why are you calling me to? You know that brave people.
Right.
Because the fact that they have seen my stepmother, Barclay Jerome, my big brother Gideon Johnson in Echo Bank. They have seen them in Echo Bank. They went to withdraw my dad's salary from the account. So the person felt like I was
With
part
the
of what
approval of who? Who gave them the
the
approval to do? Uh
approval of
huh.
my brother. So this is what happened, right?
Oh wow.
How she got to know that my brother, because it makes sense, right?
Right.
It says a lot to tell you that my dad never trusted this woman. That's the reason my dad never made her next of kin to his account. So, and my dad never made her son. My dad made my brother, which is another, he has another mother. So, but my dad knows that this boy loved all his
Is he
siblings.
the firstborn? Is he the firstborn, the one that your dad made the next of kin?
Okay, so for the five of us that my dad put on his, stuff,
Yeah.
he's the first among the five, but he's not the first among my dad's children.
Okay.
My dad has other children, we have other siblings, we have big brother, we have, sisters. But among the five that grew up in my dad's hands, he's the big one among us. So my dad knows that he likes all his siblings. So my dad made him next of kin on his senatorial account, which is
Okay.
his working account.
Mm-hmm.
So if my dad knew that my stepmother loved us, if my dad knew that she was going to give us, what belongs to us, do you think my dad was going to put my brother on his salary account? I don't think so. So
Mm-hmm.
my dad probably put my brother there because anything happens, so my brother can be able to, step in as a father figure for us. And he failed as a father, he failed as a big brother. So before she could know that my brother was the next of kin, she went to Echo Bank to go. Let Echo Bank people come and tell me say Allah because me I get proof. She went to Echo Bank to go and collect the money with the authority, I'm a wife, the title, I'm a wife. So Echo Bank people told her that as much as you are wife, but you are not the next of kin for this account. So no matter how you are his wife, by law, you are not entitled to this money. If a lawyer is here, let them tell me I'm lying. So the bank told her she's not entitled to the money, so she have to go and call the next of kin. So she asked the bank. The bank said no, they cannot disclose who is, on the paper.
So I want to
So
ask you a question. What was the
yeah,
purpose of going to the late senator account to take his money when we were told that the vice president was the one who took care of the funeral? That's what we heard.
as
So
I said, one person feel entitled and one person want to be greedy. One person want to benefit what they did not work for. They want to take what they did not bring. So
mm-hmm.
that's the point of my justice. That's why you see I keep coming on social media. It's
Right,
not about money because if it was about money, by this time my energy is dead. By this
right.
time I'm tired. It's just the injustice that keep going on. That's the reason you see me. I keep coming, on social media. You understanding it? So we
Yeah,
all know that my dad's funeral was a state funeral. No family spent a dime or dime. Nobody came to the funeral to say your pa credited me money or your pa owe me money. Because that's the first thing people ask. Nobody came there. I was at the funeral from the beginning to the end.
mm-hmm.
So nobody came to say my dad had money for them. Nobody come and say, oh, family have to put money together to be able, to take care of the funeral. The government was responsible for my dad's funeral. But with all that,
Yeah, the
even before the
government.
first program the government had for my dad, this woman has already gone to the court. They already grant this woman letter of administration. That's the justice that I want. That's why you see I keep coming here. It's not
Mm-hmm.
so much about the money because the property is worth more than the money she is eating.
So,
It's
Amy, I
worth
want to
more.
ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
What is your relationship with the senator, Senator Koga, and what has he done since this thing been going on? Because according to what I heard, again, and I just want to make this clear here to the public that the senator is trying very hard to bring your stepmom closer to be able to what make the relationship between you guys. But the vice president, who happens to be cool now, is the one that your stepmom is listening to, and the reason why your stepmom is listening to her is because of your dad political party. I heard that your uncle Koga has been trying to mend things between the all of you guys, including your stepmom, but the both of them, they do not have the type of relationship because of the involvement of the vice president. What is your relationship with Senator Koga?
So
I
before I come
understand
to,
you know
yeah,
that's your family.
before I come to, Koga is my uncle, say me and he get that relationship, so say I'm not scared to talk, that type of thing. So let me just put it in like English. But
Yeah.
before I come there, I just want to clear the part where they were able to take the first money from
Mm-hmm.
my dad's salary. Then I will come to, I
Right.
will come to Koga.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just clear the part for the first money that was taken from the account.
Right.
So when she went to the bank would not give her the money because she's not the next of kin. No matter the title you carry, they could not, give you that money. So the court made her to know who was the next of kin to that account because before they could give her the letter of administration, which was in February, and she was able to access the account in March. So the court requested the bank to, they sent the bank's letter. They wanted to know the beneficiary for all the accounts. And the only accounts that they could find beneficiary for was or next of kin was my dad's salary account because all his other accounts was business. Nobody is entitled to it. No individual is entitled to that account rather because it's a business. It's so when the court made her to know the beneficiary for my dad Echo Bank account, that was how she now went to my brother and one woman here, I will address her later on. My pa ex girlfriend is on your life. Jealous S. Very pink S. She
Oh,
on your
I
life.
beg you. Don't.
Yep, I will get back to her.
Oh,
Her name is Gina. That one used to be me. Susan. She used to tell me to put tire and put wrap on my head in Nigeria. That one. Her name is Gina.
oh,
She only here in America.
ex
One no
girlfriend.
more. Ex girlfriend. She's very pink. She only here with shady
What is
comment. I'm
she
a pa ex
saying? What
girlfriend.
is she saying there?
Honey
What
Messina, you will see what was long teeth looking just like groundhog. I wanted to be mature, but she want me to teach her for her. So back to her mate's discussion. She's a pin ex. I just will tell
oh,
her to know say I finished
was
seeing
she
her.
the girlfriend when you to your stepmom?
Yeah,
No.
no, she was sleep. My dad. One thing about my dad is, as much as it's funny, people will be like, "Oh, anyone to talk about a family," but it's funny, right? My dad never had a particular woman, living with him. There were so many women, like so many concubines. And she was living there. My pa was feeding her. She was still tipping my pa on her tube. She the one used to be beating me. She used to beat me when people to be, she would beat me, beat me, beat me, beat me. She would beat me when I go tell my pa not to nothing because she was jiggly my pa. So
Oh,
I cannot see her from here because she blocked me after, me and her exchange voice and I gave it to her. So I can see her from my other page because she is now blocked on this page. She blocked me. So she's here with painful self. Her son is a gay in America. Her daughter, sorry to say her daughter was raped. Her son is a gay. So if she have to come for me under this life to say shady things to me, she's not gonna take it easy because I'm not gonna be mature. So yeah, Susan, back to my family saga. I'm sorry. I had to get up my
it's
share a little
okay.
bit.
Ex
So
girlfriend, please put your heart in cold water.
yeah,
We
she
have
honor your
we have
comment. I can
yeah.
see her. Angry S. They call her Zina. She near America was
Ex
long teeth.
girlfriend, ex girlfriend, I beg you, put your heart in cold water and let Amy
She got
express
it so
her.
give it to me. She said, I see one. Yeah. So yeah. So as much as it's funny, right? So that was how they was able to take, the first money from the bank.
Right.
And she did give my brother a blank check. She never told my brother that the government was paying my dad maybe 5 months to 6 months. But maybe he knows, but he claimed that he don't know. So they gave him a blank check. They only needed his signature and his face in the bank, which, their mission was successful. And when they gave him the blank check, he signed the blank check and then they wrote whatever they needed to write on it. And that's how they withdrew the first money. And that's how somebody from the bank, pinched me. And that was how that first, video came about. When we
Mm-hmm.
went there with all the money they took, she was able to give us 2,900 United States dollars for I and my other two siblings. And she was like, the money was chicken change. When we got to know the money was, the money in maybe 70, 80,000. Imagine you giving somebody the money and not your benefits. That next
Wow.
of kin to be the one to benefit that money. Because
Mm-hmm.
if not because of him, you are not going to have easy access to that money. Not
Right.
even the court could allow you to take that money because there is a beneficiary slash next of kin on that account. So he's the only person that could have taken that money. And because you knew it, you took that money with him. You never told us. 3 weeks, they took that money. Somebody pinched me. And I had a blue alarm. I settled it on a call. She never wanted it. She was denying, which I got her messages. She said it's a lie. Whoever told me that was lie, but when I decided I thought I was gonna go on social media. And then the how she confessed, she said, but the money, that chicken change, they said that. So they said, imagine you take on 2,900 for chicken change. If you can give her 2,900, you give my big brother who signed the check, who sold his right for little or nothing, you gave him $3,000. Then what do you call chicken change? Because we all know senior senator salary. My dad had less insurance. My dad have social security benefits. Where is all that benefits? Because the children are not benefiting anything from it. You the
Mm-hmm.
only person who benefiting. So where is my dad benefits? The government gave you $30,000, which the vice president told us that $30,000 was for the family. He told her, he said, Madam, this is what you would take from it, and I will tap up the money for you to be able to open a business. So you can't be thinking about your husband. And this is what you should give the children. You understanding it? And this is
Mm-hmm.
what you should give the deceased brother and sisters. She agreed. But Susan, when that 30,000, that woman requested for that money before they could vote for Sam Koga.
Oh
If they say
wow.
I'm lying, let them tell me yes. She said if she cannot get the benefit, she can't go nearby to vote. That money was paid to that woman before that woman went to vote. Susan, when that money was paid to that woman, the case, I'm the one who talk. So my siblings reached out to me that the money has been paid. They gave her, I think, check. That woman cashed that check on Susan. That woman said, me, I'm a young girl. Men can still see me. I'm going to go in the street to go look for me. But she
Mm.
cannot give her husband, she cannot give her husband benefit to nobody. She said, me, I'm very old. No man will see me. So all the property, all the benefit, that me will enjoy it. So, madam, if you born your child and you see somebody treating your child, and how will you feel?
And,
The how I will not want.
and this is the reason why I keep
Yes,
saying our people, your big brother is the problem.
yes,
The past election, the past election with that just occurred between Koga, Senator Koga and Edith. I know that the vice president wanted Koga to win this election desperately so he can have all of them under his wings. That was the reason why he took that money to give to your stepmom, considering that they got children too. You were also you guys are there. Your children, that's your father money. All right. So
yes.
why would they get up and take a whole 30,000 to give to her and say, okay, you need to come and vote because we need you in the election.
Yes.
So they gave
Yeah,
her.
she
So you
requested,
see
yeah,
where
she
all the
requested, yeah. So
yes,
for that money, we did go to the VP's office, and we were promised by, I think, Prince Bay. I don't know if I'm exact. His name is Prince Bay. I
yeah.
think he works in the vice president office,
Mm-hmm.
and he assured us that he knows about the money, and when the money is given, you know, our share will be, reported in the vice president office, because that money, like for me, as much as I can afford, but whatever my dad left for me is a bonus, and it's my right. Whether it's $1, it's my right. You understanding me? So
Yeah.
I don't care what people will say, whether I earning money or whatever it is. That does not make I should not, that does not stop me from getting what is rightfully, mine.
Belongs to
So
you.
we went
Yeah.
to the office. Springs Bay said that, when the money is given, our share, as the vice president said, her share will be given to her, and our share will be, left in the office.
So has
So
Prince reached out to you guys since?
so when we heard the money was given, I was in Ghana here when that money, was given, and I reached out to Prince. I called directly, and he was like, "I'm like, can you talk?" He said, "Yes." Who is this? I said, "This is Amy, so and so, so and so." And he was like, "Okay, let me call you back," and he hung up on me. And then when I told my aunties are aware of this story. So when I told my auntie, I told all my other siblings because I got the video. My late auntie that died, we all went to, the VP office with my
Yes.
sister, my brother, my other siblings, from PASA. We were plenty, we were in group. We were like probably eight, and I was the one explaining, as usual. Because everything they would say, Amy, they will push Amy, the small and the sharp move. So I explained, and he's like, okay, this is this. But then when the money was given, when we call, sometimes we even call other people, they will say, oh, y'all forget about that money business because, this and that. Let's focus on the main issue. And what I tell them is, how are we going to focus on the main issue when little money like this cannot be distributed the way it should be distributed? If somebody cannot give you what belongs to you when it's small, how would they give you the bigger one? It makes no sense. So if this woman cannot call us, to give us anything, even the benefit that, so she even told us that the government get the money. So I said, okay, say you say the government not get the money, I will come to social media and I will request the government to give my part benefits. And I will ask them if it's true. If it's true, I will tell them, say, oh, please get a benefit here. Because so many people were feeding on my dad and he's no more and they are suffering. Not everything, I will come here to come and explain who I have been helping financially. But my dad was, helping his sisters and brothers in the little way he could. As much as they never used to go to his house because of his wife that he chose to marry. That's his choice. You understand it? But we will not sit and while we're here and we see wrong things happening and we cannot speak out. Then what do we stand for if we cannot speak out for us to be able to get justice? So yeah. So
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Go ahead. Conclude.
So the 30,000, the vice president know about it, and he knows that the money has been given. But every time we call people, even my uncle, we reach out to, even when the money was given, we reach out to the VP office. I reach out. That's the reason I'm standing here or sitting here to talk about it because I reached out. I called directly, and then when Prince Bay got to know it was me, he said, "Okay, I will call you back."
And he did not
And
call you
he
back.
did not call me back when I called, no answer, and then I left it. And I
Right.
did meet the vice president when I was in Liberia recently. I made my way through, and he understood what we were saying, and he confirmed to us that the money has been given. If he's watching, that's what he said. He said, yes, the money has been given, but he's going to confirm why the money has not been distributed to we the children and the siblings. So I told you, I said, if the money was distributed, there is no way that my siblings will come to me for me to talk about it. So the truth of the matter is the money has not been distributed. The woman said, me a young girl, I'm going to go look for me. Also,
Right.
she just see me again. And that
Yeah.
was how we concluded. He said, okay, when she come back from Ghana, he was going to, see how best he can, arrange my ticket and everything for me to come so we can have a family meeting.
So
And we
this
all
is what the
agreed.
vice president said now to you. First of all,
Yes, yes,
I will yes. Before we move to the next question here is this is not coming from Amy, and I don't want you guys to say that Amy because Amy. I will continue to say this, even though Amy is here, that the vice president of our country, Jeremiah Kuhn, is ungrateful. Manima people, if you guys are watching this live, this is what going on in the late Senator Prince Johnson home. It is disgraceful. It's disgraceful to see your daughter Amy on the internet. Amy has been complaining. You guys were able to go from your talk how many persons to go and settle things between Senator Koga and the vice president because it's in your interest. This young woman here has been complaining. How many times do you guys want Amy to come on Facebook for her to continue to complain? And you guys, and there is no intervention. I'm disappointed in the vice president of our nation. First of all, Jeremiah Kun, I continue to say this to you. You are at where you are today because of the late Senator Prince Johnson.
Susan, I'm coming 1 minute. You can be talking. I'm watching you. I just want to bring. I'm seeing a comment I want to respond to about the property between a woman and the children. I will
Yeah,
bring my fact.
yeah. You let seriously, this is so shameful. This is shameful. You see Amy jumping from one life, expressing herself, and you are the senator. You doing absolutely nothing about it. The vice president, and y'all see why I can tell you. I said the vice president not responsible. And y'all can tell, and y'all can see why I can tell you. I said the vice president here, his only goal right now is about 2029. Can you imagine? Amy has to make her way to see Kun. Amy's supposed to be making her way to see Kun, or that Kun's supposed to be calling Amy. You see, everything, Amy, that you have said here, these are things that I will hold as my evidence tomorrow, because after their life, I won't download it so that people can see that it's not good to help everybody. We're not going to say here to say, oh, this is, it's shameful, Amy. It's shameful. You're not supposed to be calling Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun is the one who's supposed to be calling you. Imagine all of this is disgraceful, shameful. And what is your uncle Koga doing about this? And what is your relationship with Koga?
Well, my relationship with Koga is like any other relationship, because the truth about it is we Koga know me as his uncle's daughter, but that close relationship wasn't there until my dad passed,
Uh-huh.
and we got close. But with everything that has been happening, when you call Koga, Koga will say, okay, I will settle it. But at the end of the day, this woman is not willing. She's not ready. Sometimes when Koga even speak, from what
And
from what
I
I know,
heard that
sometimes
she
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
when Koga speaks, she always tell Koga that Koga is siding us. That's what I know. But when we call Koga, like recently we talk, Koga made us to understand that the property, nobody can take our dad's property, because
Mm-hmm.
it's not anybody's property, and they cannot make decision without the children. So that's something that he would not agree. But whatever way it's going, I don't know. But he assured us that he was going to hold a meeting. Up to today, I haven't heard anything. This is the second or third time he has told us, a meeting will be held. But as I said, no, nothing is working. That's why you see.
Do you have direct contact with your uncle? When you call him, does he answer immediately? And
Well,
so
sometimes he answers, sometimes he don't answer. But I'm not going to hold him responsible, because I don't. Sometimes he answers, sometimes he don't. But yeah,
but
sometimes
Amy,
we talk.
this fight is not, you cannot do it on your own. You cannot fight
Susan,
this
Susan,
fight is not your
I can stand, and I can defend myself. And I
mm-hmm,
tell you today, right? You will see how it will come out. You will see it, and I believe in myself, and I believe in everything that I do. I
mm-hmm.
don't like to think negative things. I like to be positive. So without my uncle, without anybody, I can assure everybody that the law is the law. No matter how you try to bypass the law is the law. Because in this book, in this fire, before they could grant her the letter of administration, she told the court that this man had 5 children. Let's forget that she didn't put the other people name there. But if you have already told the court that this man has 5 children, and the court told you section 3.2a, as well as 4.1, the descendant estate. Do you know it gives you one tier, and the two tier is for the children? and you are aware that whatever it is, whether that money you taking, you are entitled to one tear, and the children are entitled to tear for life. So
When I say this,
no, I don't,
guys,
I don't, I don't, I will win. Susan, yes,
yeah, yeah,
I will
let's
win
see.
without.
I understand. I understand you want to do this all on your own, right? Because you have the strength and you can do it.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you, you also need a strong support system.
it will be,
You
it will be stranger. It's gonna be stranger, Susan. It's not going to be people who people attention are on.
yeah.
Whoever is going to help me, they are going to be strangers. They are not going to be people who people want me to, talk about or think about. Whoever is going to be my strong support system, they
Mm-hmm.
are going to be strangers. They are going to be people who maybe have no connections with my dad. There are going to be people who just maybe listen to my story out here and not just take the part where it has to do with money, but the part where it has to do with justice. Because what I'm going through, what my siblings are going through, so many people are going through it. My
Mm-hmm.
support system could be you. It doesn't mean you should support me financially. You can support me in so many ways. You are not my family. My dad has not done anything for you. But because of my story, you, Susan, can be able to tell me, okay, Amy, this is this, this is this. You seeing it? So
Right.
I'm not going to think on people who everybody is thinking on. My support system can come from even on your platform. Somebody might just come and say, Amy, this case, I want to see the end of it. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
might step in. Somebody might pay lawyer for me free of charge. Somebody might tell me this person is somebody I want to give you, and the person has integrity. It's necessarily not, it doesn't have to be my uncle. It doesn't have to be the vice president. It doesn't have to be the president. It doesn't have to be people my party position to. It can be anybody. So yes, I'm not depending on them to file my case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not depending on them to file my case. So
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from because your uncle, for me, I'm not talking about the vice president because the vice president is somebody I've been disappointed in from day one, from the day we heard your late father pass away. So I don't even consider him as anything, but at least your uncle, I'm just speaking to you because after here, we will definitely keep in touch. Whatever it is, I will definitely keep the
mhm,
public updated. Whatever way I can also help behind closed door, we can all go about it. But we cannot exclude your uncle out of this Koga because that's your biological uncle. And I knows that he mean like Koga mean well. I know that for the fact. Yes, maybe since he too took his seat, there has been a couple of issues in Nima with he and the vice president. So this is the time, Senator Koga, if you're watching this live, you need to get involved and be involved fully. All right.
mhm,
Yes, Amy might not need you guys help, but everything that you guys do here down the line is going to haunt them. All right. That's your uncle. All right. In every family, you need to have an uncle. One person that is your favorite uncle that you can relate to more. And Koga is in a place to help at this moment. And like I said, this is quite shameful to see the late Senator Prince Johnson, for whatever reason that you guys see him or look at this man as, and his daughter is on the internet seeing all of these things. The wife does not have that much power to really say she controlling everything. You know, if this was in their interest, you guys have gone long time ago to sit that woman down. How come y'all were able to give her 30,000 to go in Lima County to vote for Koga? But this moment, at this moment, where they have family disputes, this young woman here, she's wanting certain things. None of you guys have come in to do anything. This is wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. If y'all say one Nima, all the Nima people then I can be attacking me on Facebook. Yeah. Oh, Susie, you talking against Nima people. You did it. That your Nima content daughter here. Here is her complaint. How many of you guys have reached out to her to intervene and do anything? It's shameful. So for me, Amy, behind closed door, I'm here anytime you want to use this platform, it's going to be open up to you. All right. And my next question
mhm.
to you here is that I said, so you said you didn't tell me about your relationship with Koga. You said Koga is just Koga.
No, me and Koga, we have like no, it's not too extra as I said, but yes, we talk, we joke. It's not like where I have to come and say, oh, we booty, no, but once in a while when I call him answer, not every time. Sometimes he don't pick his call, at all. But sometimes when maybe after this live video, now he will pick up phone. Amy, what are you doing on that live video? Amy, you can listen to me. I will settle this thing. Amy, stop going publicly. Amy, leave interview then. Then he finish and say, send me small thing and they play the whole story can end. I can't see small thing when I call, but I can't answer. But yes, he's still my dad, nephew. And I still see him as an uncle. Respect. But Susan, it will reset in place that I told people, me, as for me, I want a lawyer. I want to go to court. I want to know what Liberia stands for. I want to know if it's true that people talk about Liberia not having a good justice system. Because in my entire life, this is my first time to ever want to go to court. Because I read the law said we are entitled to this. And what I know that the social media people are then saying is, unless the woman want to be kind to us, and what she has been saying too is she unless she too want to be kind to us, but by law we go to court we will lose. So they say okay, resetting place that when you tie the rope
The
on a
rope.
tree,
Mm-hmm.
it can resetting place that rope can hold the tree. It can live for the whole root can live for when you hold rope will hold tree, tree will hold bush, everybody will hold everybody who's supposed to hold. Some kind of hauling will have to go on. So I know that when I go to court, I don't want to, private case. I want a public, stuff
Mm-hmm.
wherein I want to have the press all over. I want a public court case. I want to know if Liberia is actually a country of law. I want to know if Liberia is actually the country of law. So yes, I want to go to court. If there is any lawyer who is here and is willing to help, is willing to be, good to us, willing to stand by us. Now the one where at the end of the day we will have an agreement. When somebody come, you have to treat us like nothing. That's not the person we're looking for. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, we want to go to court, and we know when we go to court, at the end of the day, at that point, I'm not going to listen because they are making me to come on social media to look like crazy. I've gotten so many insults from people who even in reality they cannot even look me in the face to tell me nonsense. People who at the end of the day, you know, people who normal apart from Facebook, in reality, they can stand the place where I can stand. I'm not better than anybody, but these people that should help us have made me look crazy, have made me, have made people to insult me. So at this point of my life, I double dare my stepmother to go to court. Say she cannot accept the letter from us, and she messaged me that she want to go to court. I double dare her before the end of next week. I want her to serve me a letter because I got letter to serve her as well. She rendered an allegation against me, and she said she got proof. And I don't think the people who behind her will say, oh, because they're in the government or whatever place they are working, they will want to, cover her because they should have told her that you cannot, accuse somebody over something you have no proof of.
Right.
You accuse me that I killed my late brother, and you can prove that I killed my late brother.
Or she accused you of killing your
Yes,
late brother.
I got the messages in my phone. So these are the messages I will be taking to the court
From
to
what
sue her.
stand was she make such? Why was she
I,
make
I
such
don't
a statement to you? What
I
was
don't
it?
know. I don't know the fact that we are being, I and where I'm coming from, Susan, is not the place she is coming from. Because if this woman understands me, this woman would know that Amy has nothing to do with greed, or Amy is not particularly talking about money. It's just about me doing the right thing if you feel like you cannot run this property with us, go to the court, then the court give you your own of 110, and
Mm-hmm.
let the court give the remaining to tear to the children. So at least you got your own portion, and you go your way, and you run it with whoever you want to run it with. But she feel like we are not allowed, we should not benefit anything. She feel like she is the only person. And yes, I got messages in my phone. Every day they will text me with her people in the house. They will look and text me and say she will bring people from working town to come and harm me. She told me that I killed my brother, and she can prove that we killed her son, which means it's me, my brother, my sister, and my dad's family. And as I said, Susan, I don't talk about something I got proof of.
So talking about killing your big brother, I want to ask you a question, and I know that this question is a bit sensitive. Are
Yeah.
you okay? Um,
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just checking.
yeah, I just want to ask a question that is a bit sensitive here. You know, when your father passed away, there were a lot of information that came out, which some of us decided not to publish out in the public because of privacy. Do you think your dad death was natural, or it was? Do you think his death was natural?
Well, you know, that certain situation you can find yourself in, and you can start asking questions. So if let me come in. There are certain things you can, certain situation you can find yourself in, and then questions can start, running through your mind. If my stepmother can be able to accuse me of killing my brother, then I'm able to ask her what went wrong with my dad, because up to today, we don't know what happened to my dad when we ask these questions. If any family member watching, if anybody who they have responded, so in the way they responded to me, they are here, they will know that I'm saying the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So when we asked her what happened to my dad, she will always tell us, oh, from the time my brother was, graduating, my dad said he wanted to put my brother in charge of his property, that had the people came, that spiritual thing, that this, that. So that's all we know. That's all she has ever told us what happened, to my
Your
dad.
dad wanted to put somebody in front of the property, and that's how they, and she didn't go in details because I
Yeah,
personally have heard live behind closed door, and that's the sad part because once you come and say it here, people bring the whole Nima thing to you. Oh, they think you talking here, Nima content, you don't say that. So why would she say that somebody they kill your dad without giving you guys any type of information? Or do you think this is something she's trying to keep away from you guys because of just to avoid other issues?
well, I don't know. Maybe okay, maybe there is something she need to tell us. Maybe there is something we need to know that we don't know. Because Susan, to be honest, as I said, I don't like to say things that I got no proof of. But
Yeah.
no matter how long it takes, my dad body can be dug out to do the to do autopsy. So no matter what they do, if it reach the stage where we need to dig it out, we will have to dig it out to know what went wrong. But then my dad is gone, he is gone. You know, people can go, but their spirit can still live in other people. So maybe his spirit is in me. And that's why you see me speaking out today without fear. It doesn't mean that I don't like my life, but it's because I believe in one thing, and I believe that nobody can take my life, because what I'm standing for the truth, and I'm standing for justice. So maybe she knows something. Maybe there's something she knows that she needs to tell us. Because when my dad died in the hands of she and her family. The same people who are running my dad estates today. My dad died in their hands. My dad never died in any of his family hands. None of my dad's child or children were in the house. It was just her children, or she got one son. It was just her children she brought from the interior, to stay in my house, and her family people who also came from in the interior to stay there. So my dad died in her hands. My dad died in her family hands. So they need to tell us what went wrong because according to her niece, which I also have proof of,
Mm-hmm.
her niece said when my dad died, my dad fell on his back and my dad literally hit something, I think the cupboard in the room. And I was not the only person there. I was there with my friend, and I was there with other people when I was asking her what went wrong.
Right.
And she was crying and she was like, Sister Amy, and that later but thing happened. The papa went in the room, the papa, kicked the cupboard and he fell and he started jerking, and he fell on his back and foam, started coming from his mouth. That was what her niece told me. The girl laid in the house, she's among the people who is insulting me. It's not something that I would say allegedly or I want to come and lie. No, I was not the only one there. As I said, my friend was there when she was saying it. And then a man, which is also my stepmom family, the man told her that she's lying. That was not how my dad died. He said my dad died. I know my dad slept or whatever. He didn't want carry my dad on his foot. My dad was in his hands. He was there. Papa, don't die. Papa, wake up. Papa, don't leave me. And at the end of the day, my dad died on his lap. That was his own story. And my dad, Java's story was nothing was happening to my dad. My dad was well. My dad called him when my dad arrived from Limba. You know, my dad arrived from Limba and my dad told him to come and do something with the car. And he was supposed to take the money, but he told my dad, okay, keep the money, papi. Because everybody can call him papi. Say, keep the money, papi. When I come tomorrow, I will take the money, from you. And that was how the tomorrow was never practiced. Even before the guy could come to work, my dad died in the morning. They had to call him to tell him that the papi gone, you know. And yeah, and other sources said that my dad, the same people or same family people in the house, said that she and my dad were into one kind of little authentication. They were into little arguments. And apparently my dad, was shouting and then he went in your room pressure grabbing, it damaged his heart or whatever it is. But she is giving different story. And when I finally saw my dad death certificate, I saw that, my dad died from heart failure. But my stepmother keep making me understand that, us understand that the people came apart. So who the family people came apart? Who the family people killed my dad? So yes, maybe there are questions that she need to tell us. There are questions we need to ask her and we need answers. But I'm not coming to come and accuse her that okay, she came apart. No, I will not accuse her. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe there is something that she need to tell us. And maybe my pa and my brother spirit chasing me away.
The fact that you said that your stepmom said the people kill her husband.
Yes, that one
That
she said it. I'm not, not allegation. That one she said it. When I asked her what went wrong, she said my pa family. That's what she said. Even my pa family will be come here today unless they want to be biased. But they able to come here today to tell you yes, the woman accused us. Even her son. She keeps saying from the time my dad said her son, which is also my brother, was going to take over his property, that the time the trouble started. They came. Even when I traveled, when I came for vacation,
wow.
I went to Liberia. She told me, she said, they carry your pa. She said, they carry your pa. And she saw how hurt I was. She saw how pain I was. That's the reason when my dad died, even when we're married, she could not even hug her husband day by day. To
Mm-hmm.
tell you I was feeling pain more than what because I mean, okay, body. I felt him. And from that day, life has never been the same for me. I'm not looking for pity, but anybody that will hug a dead body, you know that even sometimes when you sleep, your mind play with your brain. So my mind has been fucked up. Sometimes even for me to sleep, I get scared to sleep because knowing that I had to hug my dad body, knowing that that was the last hug I could give him, knowing that things I should put in place, I did not put it in place, and this is, this is the end to life. So if there is something that we need to know as children, I'm not accusing her of
Mm-hmm.
anything as much as she accused me and I got proof. I will not accuse her so she can say she say I do this. No. But if there is something she need to tell me, she need to tell his family, she can take this, the front chair
I
and
think
come
even
and
if she
school.
has anything for safety reasons, she's not going to say it. And this is also, at least you guys are here, you're hearing what Amy is saying here, my Liberian people, because a lot of times when we come on social media, for me, I advocate strongly for your dad because I feel like he was not treated right. I feel like a lot of questions need to be answered. The same thing that you're saying here as well. I feel like the person that he actually sacrificed his time and everything for is not doing the right thing at the moment, especially when he passed away. The same day that he passed away, that was the same day the government that he supported, the president was celebrating his birthday, and that birthday I feel like it was not even necessary. And the same vice president who happens to be your brother was there celebrating while your dad just passed away less than 24 hours. That's the reason why you see I come here all of the time and I still speak and I still stand by my words. Whatever that happened to him, Amy, I believe one day the truth will come out. I don't
Yeah.
care how long it takes. Like you said, the truth will come out. Somebody somehow will confess it. But in
Mhm.
my, I know from what I've heard, from what people have told me, your dad he didn't die of not if his death was not natural. But we will just keep it as it is because that's
Yeah.
not what we're here
Yeah.
to speak
Yeah, I'm
about.
not going to go. Yeah, I'm not going to
To
go into
detail.
details before I end of the day. They say, "Oh yeah, we
Mm,
get proof." She said this. Nobody get proof. That me get proof for people.
yes.
So maybe that's the reason. Maybe she knows something that want make it she running away from her husband. Jukuru. Maybe the spirit there are too much for her. Like why she running from there and she want to sell the house. And that one too, I also got proof because she wanted to clarify to me when she sent me the message before she could jumpstart herself. Somebody told her, "Don't send this message. I've already taken a screenshot."
But
And she
why is
deleted
she
the
even
message.
sending you messages? Why out of all the
She
children
calls
that
me every day, Susan. Susan, she calls me every day, and every day she can call me. Every day she tell me that if I want war, I should come to Liberia. And these are messages I got. I got proof. I just that's why I say God come first. My left come first. God come first too. My left second God first, and justice come after everything. But I got so much evidence that this woman can go to jail because if she cannot prove the allegation that she rendered against me, unless she's willing to pay for damage. Unless she's willing to pay for damage because with the proof I got on her, she can't tell me say that not her because her number is there. So she cannot tell me, oh, that me. That why I took her name and then left her number there. So every day this woman texts me to render threat against my life. Every day that God sent. That why sometimes I can ask her about why you acting that me you were nothing to my back. Every day this woman message me. I got the proof. Every day this woman message me. Every day she can message me. I don't know if that her people get the phone or if that she the one get the phone. But it comes from her own WhatsApp number. So every day she insults me and I got the messages in my phone. So I don't know why.
so Amy,
Every day.
you said you took your stepmom to court
Yeah.
and the case she did not attend the court. Where do you
Yeah.
stand now and where is the rest of the children? What are they saying about this and where do you guys stand?
Well, we still stand on the court issues. And for people who think I'm the only one because I'm the only one they have seen here so far, I'm not the only one. I got other siblings. people whose names are not on the paper, people who she don't see as, children to her husband. We are all together and we are all fighting for the same purpose. We are all fighting for the same thing. And since they cannot come outside legally, since I'm able to come outside legally, that's why I am here today. Not
Mm-hmm.
just because of me, but because of everybody who is blood related to my late dad. So it's justice for all. It's not just justice for I alone. So we are all together as one family, excluding my other brother, but the rest of us are together. And it's just about getting the rightful lawyer. If it calls for us to call for the international community to be able to help us with international lawyers, if that's what it would take for us to import lawyer from other Liberia, I think we are going to do it because not too many people, Susan, want to take this case. Everywhere we go, people are like, oh no, I won't take the case. Oh no, I won't take the case. Even the one that will take it, we will not even know what's going on, no understanding. So
Oh,
we want to
wow.
go to court. Yes, we want to go to court. We want justice to be served. If we go to court and the court tell us we are not entitled, if the court tell us that everything that my father earned, that my father worked for, it doesn't belong to us, we will waive it to her. Not the one who always tell them not to come, not the one what they want. Sorry, I think you can see me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We can see you.
I think they're reporting my page or something like that. But yeah. So yeah. So yeah, if the law tell us, if the court tell us we are not entitled, because it's draining coming on social media, but as long as it's for the right cause, it has nothing to do with greed. I will continue coming here. You will continue seeing me on different platforms until my voice is heard, until people come together to be able to help us because it's just not me alone. It has to
Right.
do with all of my other siblings. But just because they are not coming on social media, I'm the one who always tell them not to come. But I can, post videos that they even want me to post on my page. I can tell them no, since I'm already in the public, let
Mm-hmm.
the public focus on me. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want them to be focused on you, they focus on me. Me, I can stand the dragging. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
for you can stand it. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't want you to be there. So that's the reason my siblings has not come, publicly. But we all stand for the same reason.
The same
And we
course.
want yes, we want to go to courts. We want
So
the law.
the
Yes.
thing here is if your uncle tried to find me, it's like you said, he has said this 3 times now that he want you guys to resolve this. If there's any way to resolve this in a family way, are you guys willing to sit down with your stepmother and resolve it?
Well, I don't hold anything in my heart for her.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, my siblings. But what has been broken can never, they can come back together. So sitting as a family is something that okay, it can happen, but that family relationship is
Mm-hmm.
not something that I can tell you, Susan, is going to happen. Maybe for me, for us, we are willing. But if somebody can, accuse us of killing our own brother, that should tell you that that person is not willing to, make peace. No matter how even you're settled, you don't need to trust them because they already know that you killed their son. They already have the mindset that you did this to their son. So maybe because one or two people will talk, It will be like, okay, yes, this. What I just want us to do, so then we go to court. Let the court give her what she is entitled to. Let the court give us what we are entitled to, and let's see how best we can manage our own entitlements.
Right.
Yeah, let's see how we can manage our own. If she want to sell her own, it's up to her. Whatever she want to do with her own, it's up to her. But let the court give us our tutor, let them give her her monter. We will not sell our dad's property. We will see how best we can run it. But I don't think we are able to work along with her because it's something that Susan, honestly speaking, she don't want it. And you can't force somebody, to agree to what they don't want to agree to. So it's better we go the legal way. It's better the court, say what they have to say to the two parties. Whatever they have to give to her, it's okay. Whatever they have to give to the children, we will take. But at least let's be able to benefit or sense from our dad's sweat because he built all this for us. But we cannot work together. That one is not possible because she is not willing. We are willing, but she, is not willing. So whatever the court can give to her, or maybe whatever she has taken, we can deduct it for her monter, and we give her half of the monter because she has taken enough. She is not supporting none of the child or the children, and every day the children cry. It's a bad thing. It's not a good thing to see, okay, yeah, they late Senator Johnson in fought war, he did this, and they sweat behind the children, look how they in the street fighting. These are things that people say. And
Right.
then you still holding on to something that you should give to the children at least to build life for themselves. But you keep talking about the man was living, he was not doing nothing, but the man died and that man left property for his children. Maybe the man was living, the man knew you. I bet if you are going to know that we have property, you are going to erase our name. So that's why the man kept everything secret until he passed. And you got to know that there was no stranger name on his property. It's all his children. Even as incorporator, board member, they all on one, that other one, that his children on everything.
Yeah.
And that's where you cannot accept. You don't want to accept. And you telling me I have a recording. She is saying that being an incorporator doesn't mean that you own property. Being an incorporator, it doesn't mean you own property. So we can go to court and we will lose the case. I get a recording, and I just keep laughing because
So my
she
last
said,
question to
yeah.
you, Amy, is
Mhm.
that do you think this is very risky for your life, even though you know it's risky? One thing you said here that caught my attention, and this was one of the reasons why I decided to reach out. The fact that you know, to others. Your father never had any good legacy. This is to other Liberian people. And I think you have seen that throughout on social media. Rhoda is here. Rhoda, I want you to stay here. After here, you can please join this live to also tell us. Rhoda is one of the students from your PA University.
Okay, so he can join the call. I know Roland if
Yeah,
he want
no,
to join.
no, after this is your interview, I wouldn't bring Rhoda on while you're here. It's not, that's not what I do. Um,
Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you're my guest, I have to treat you special.
okay, okay.
Yeah. To other people, your father didn't lay this good legacy, and to others, your father was a hero. And
Yeah,
one thing you said here that took my attention, Amy, is just the fact that you said that um people will say, oh yes, they made it a fourth wall that they swept behind
yeah,
the children, and
yeah,
and that's not a good image for
yeah,
you, especially you're still young, Amy, and your mental state is very important. Coming on social media and calling out these things will also have an impact on you, even though you're the
yeah,
youngest. Your father passed away, and the stepmom, you know there is a way that she needs to really come. You need to find a ground to find solution to this. If it's the court process, y'all go there. Like what you're saying here, obviously you're only saying that you only want to go to court and you only want
yeah.
your percentage of what belongs to you. Because that is your
No,
father
no,
property.
it's not so much on my percentage,
The
right? I'm
children.
not yet.
The
Yeah, if
children.
if we can if she cannot work with us as children, the
Yes.
only way forward is the court giving her in the law of Liberia, they know the law. She's
Right.
entitled to a particular thing, no matter what it is, she's entitled to it.
I
So if
agree.
that's the only way she
Mm-hmm.
can take what belongs to her by law and let the law give us what belongs to us.
Right.
While she is managing her property without us being involved, we are also managing our property as siblings together,
Mm-hmm.
because I know we can work together. You know, not after everything that's happened, Susan. I'm not
Right.
stupid to go and work with somebody with all that has happened. So let the court do what they should do by law for her and for us, the children. Let everybody go their separate, ways.
Mm-hmm.
If we see we won't speak, it's fine. If she still want to be a mother, it's also fine. But I've been on social media, saying a lot of things, and the truth can hear. So definitely she declared me as an enemy so we can work together. I
Mm-hmm.
just want the Lord to take its course. I want the Lord, to give what she should get and give the children let the children free among ourselves our business. But with
Right.
her in the picture, is difficult. So let the Lord give her what they should give her, and let the Lord give we the children what they should give we the children, and we will know how to handle ourselves. So that's all.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not I'm not
that's
talking on
that's
a
something I
particular.
agree on,
Yeah.
and that's why. And I think if this is a fight that you guys want to carry on and do it the legal way, I recommend to get international lawyer, because most of the
Yeah.
lawyers in Liberia, someone thinking for their eyes, all
Yes,
right, and
that's what
it's
that's what I
someone
want. I
thinking
want
for
an
their eyes.
internet.
And the reason why you see me, I keep emphasizing on the vice president. This is the man who hold the second highest position in the country. And this could be very easy for him, Amy. This could be very easy for him with the kind of relationship he had with your father. Even though we saying that, oh, we'll leave it with God, God, you saying that he doesn't owe that to you guys. I feel like he does. I feel like he owe that to you guys, because he's nothing without your father. So I mean, this, if you really love Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson, the godfather of Nimba, and not wanting to just take his title as the vice president as you are, I think this is supposed to be resolved. But knowing that this man is not in anybody interest, and this is the reason why I'm advocating, Amy's not supposed to be even talking about international lawyer. You supposed to sit this woman down, Amy's stepmother, a mother, down, and say, the way I see things on social media right now is not looking good. Solve this thing before, in the family. If there is something you have to give to the woman behind closed doors just to please the family, the children, give it. Let all of this be resolved, because
Yeah.
he's not doing it now. We're on your own social media here. Anytime you shout, people will say, "Oh, that they listening to, oh, that they made
Yeah.
blood, oh, the
Yeah.
people he killed." It's not good. It's
Yeah.
just not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's not good, and that's why I will continue firing him on this Facebook until the right thing is done. This platform is open to you anytime, any day, anytime you need me to say anything, or anytime you have any type of
Mm.
information, I'm here. But I recommend, if anything, I think, if anything, maybe when they start seeing some of us involved into this case now, they will start taking some action, knowing that, oh, Susie is behind it here, or Susie is talking to Amy, Susie is part of this. We need to do some stuff, because everybody now, I saw you on key platform the last time. Obviously, he's just going to ask you questions just because he wants to ask you, but he's not going to advocate much on your behalf, because all of them here in the VP pockets at the moment. So uh I think, if anything, I think international lawyer will do the job, because the Liberian lawyer, then I don't know what's wrong with them in our country. They always denying case. They don't want to take any case. They did the same thing with Jessica Lord. They always refusing cases. What's the point of studying law if you can say I can't take this on the case? The reason why they're saying that is because the government is involved. in the government, who happens to be the vice president is the one who working with your stepmom. I'm sorry I have to say this, but he is the one who making this to happen in this family, because if he was somebody who is organized, this so we this is not supposed to be happening at this moment. So my last question is, how are you taking care of your mental state at the moment with all of this happening?
Well, I already know how to manage it because I've been I've been managing it since I was a child,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that people can bully me because of the family I come from. So if I feel like I've over said what I need to say, or like I've stressed myself a lot, I know how to handle it. It's either I go out, or just listen to music or take a deep breath. But I know how to manage it. It's not easy to manage. It's not easy to manage. It's draining, but I can work with it. I can work with it.
Mm-hmm.
I can manage it. Because if I don't manage it, I will go crazy. And going crazy, yeah, end of the day, like Rebel will be taking my pictures, my videos. Oh, she did, she that. Like, but yeah, I can manage my mental health.
Mm-hmm.
I
And, there
can.
are so many people that want to see that side of you, and you cannot give that side of them, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, and I understand, everything you're saying here. People bully you and stuff like that. But these things, for me, like I always say to people, I didn't see the war. But if you see other older people talking great about your dad, people believe your dad was a, hero. He did what he did for a cause. So, and people will say something just to get at you. Whatever the case is, deep down, that's your father. Your father will always be your father. What has happened
There's
has
nothing
happened,
like
right?
it. No, I don't. I've moved past that. I've moved past people bullying my dad because even the people who, not even my dad bullying me, even the people who are bullying me, some of them have done, you know, worse things in their life that they are not proud of, but they feel like, you know, I should be responsible for whatever that transpired. And I never saw the war. I wasn't born during the war. And if even I saw the war, there is no way somebody should hold me responsible or accountable for what, my dad did. So, as I said, and I will always tell people, I'm not here to justify what happened during the war,
Mm-hmm.
but bullying me or trying to provoke me, I don't think it's something that people should do just to provoke me. Because if you provoke me and I get angry and I do something, you won't see what triggered my anger. You will
Mm-hmm.
see the reaction. And at the end of the day, you will want to play the victim and you will want to pin everything on me. So
Right.
for that one, I don't let it bother me. People will say what they have to say regardless of whatever. But one day, when it all makes sense, the same people who are talking here today will be the same people who will come up. At the end of the day, I will motivate them to
Mm-hmm.
come up and to be able to speak for themselves.
Right.
Because they are on comment, they for comment. They can't say, it to me nothing. They can't say, it can't take money from me. That's why
Right.
somebody asked me if your stepmom do what she need to do, will you tell her sorry? I asked them, will Sarah take my name for me? Sorry will not take my name from me. I'm not big to say sorry,
Mm-hmm.
but just do what is right. So I don't care
Everybody.
about what people will say. Yeah,
Right.
I don't care about what people will say. But the truth of the matter is, Susan, I will keep coming up on social media, even when I have to go to Pupu Plateau interviewer, even when I have to go to Pupu Plateau blogs. I will have to go there, and it will reach the
You
place.
don't need to go on Google Planto blog. You
No,
already here.
no,
Anything
that
bigger
I'm just
here
saying it,
for.
right? That's
Yeah,
just to tell
yeah.
you,
We
Susan, that's just to
here.
tell you how
We will
desperate I am
advocate
to get
until
justice.
that ungrateful man they call coon wake up. I come and get on
Now,
his
not part of
back
that
for this.
discussion. Now, not part of that discussion. Me, I'm not
I
care
know, I
issue.
know you dodging it, But the interview was necessary because after this, I come and get on him a few times again. Say he doesn't want to do the right thing. What is wrong with that man? Everything your father did for him, this is what he has to do. The family all over 40. The family all over 50 and he took your stepmom. He took your stepmom. I mean, let me tell you, the vice president is the reason you guys are having all of this problem right now. He is the one that has your stepmom. He's listening to your stepmom, and it's not supposed to be that way. If he was in between and he was fair, up to now you have access to that man. You can communicate with him anytime. You can tell him your frustration. He knows what's going on with the family. But because he has a side, which is your stepmom, this is the reason why Kun is blocking the late Senator Prince Johnson children from speaking to him. My people, this is the man the senator in power. This is the man that the senator put out there to be who he is today. And today, you have your Nima children. Here is Amy. I hope your ears are open. You're seeing it. Kun, you are ungrateful, and I will continue to remind you that Amy, this platform is open. If the right thing is not done, I will join your camp. We will blow hot on this interview on the Facebook. I'm just telling you, if the right thing is not done, for me, what I see from here is just justice. You just want justice. You want the
That's all.
right thing to be done. All Amy is wanting, Jeremiah Kun is let them go to court. Whatever the children supposed to take, let them take it. Whatever you're supposed to give to the wife, let the wife take it. It's do that to avoid all of this drama. It's not looking decent. You asked the son to Senator Prince Johnson, this man was able to do what he did. And Senator Koga, please get involved into this. It's looking too shameful on you guys in Anima County. It's not good. Amy's not supposed to be on Facebook saying all of these things. It's not good. People will laugh at y'all. Jeremiah Kun has already failed already. So this is the time that you're supposed to be close to your knees. Man, this is shameful. Why y'all making yourself shame like this? Every one of you guys in Nima County fighting for power, but your daughter here from one platform, she explaining her story. You guys don't want me to join Amy because y'all know my own trouble it be when I join Amy now, it's going to get worse on this blue app. And to the stepmother, whoever that pumping you with words, if whatever it is, y'all go to court, give the children what belongs to them. And take what you want to take. This is not about oh Amy, you buy you young girl, your tete still standing. You know, these are the things our parents say to us that lead children into prostitution. You can't be saying that. If anything belongs to her from her past, she needs the family need y'all go and do the right thing. Let's let everybody go their separate way. Nobody's and if you guys continue here, if y'all continue this behavior, your father university will just end up being there. It will just get all and rotting. It
Yeah,
will
and
just
that's
be like all
and
the other senators, all the
it's
other.
actually affecting the children. It's actually affecting the student. They cannot go to school because of the confusion and because this woman has, emptied all the accounts. So now it's affecting the children. And they cannot, whatever is going on in our family, it shouldn't be the reason why, and she's not even reaching out to them to explain, anything to them, like, okay, this, that, this, nothing. She don't care about anybody. She don't
Yeah.
care about anybody, and it's affecting the student as well.
Yeah. The reason why she has the authority that she has right now, like I said, she and Kun are working in hand. There is no way, Amy, and I just want to say this to you tonight as a sister. Please do not even try to make any attempt calling the vice president. If anybody's who's supposed to reach out is supposed to be Jeremiah Kun reaching out to you. I understand, like the entitlement and stuff like that. Yes, you don't want to put that in the picture, but he needs to reach out to you. He needs to, not you, not you, not you. This man was able to play some dirty politics a few times with Veronica. The government pumped I think 70,000 into the late those family, and he was part of it. Then what about a man who made you who you are today? The children are all on Facebook making noise. You are not the one supposed to reach out to this man. He sees everything that goes on the internet. He has a little keke legend that probably on this life watching this life. So he sees everything. And if he does not do anything, my son will join you on this internet. We will blow hard for the right thing to be done. And to the stepmom, please make sure and do the right thing. This is not about, oh, that mean the one that I was married, I deserve the property. No. If even at 0%, let's say 0.1%, belongs to the children, let them take it. I mean, leave, and you can, leave us with your parting statement. And the platform is open for you anytime, any day, anytime you want to come on here, just let me know as well. So I'll leave you to conclude, to leave your parting statement so we can conclude the interview. Stop responding to the people in the comment section.
Ah, anyway, first, I just want to say thank you again for, giving me the opportunity to be on your platform. And I pray this is where my story will be heard, because as much as I'm getting tired from, social media platform, but it's not something I want to give up. So I just want to say thank you again. And I will keep you posted. Anything from now,
Mhm.
anything that's going on, I don't want to know how you're gonna put it, but I'm gonna, once it's not me saying it, once you are saying it on your own, when they carry you to court, like your race shoe.
If you are in
Yeah,
Australia, I'm not going Liberia anytime.
no,
I'm
whatever,
not.
but yeah. So yeah. So I appreciate you a lot. As much as so many people will be like it's about politics, I don't think my situation should be about politics. It's just about, justice being served,
Right.
and for us to just be done with this whole thing because it's draining. And I appreciate most, should I say most, for all your commenters, both the bad and the good ones. You know, I just want to say thank you so much, Susan. And thank you. I have
Thank-
nothing to say, but thank you so much. So I'll be leaving.
mhm.
I might be back on your show soon. And maybe this time I'll be coming with so many evidence that when I break in the tables, I will not leave no foot under the table.
I can't
Maybe
wait.
I need to be a politician. I think so. But when I be a politician, I'll be a very good one. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
I'll
you
be
to
talking to
Amy.
you from behind the scene,
Mm-hmm.
and I will message you. You can give me one or two advices. As much as the people think say you won't get good advice, but I think you
No, who
can.
tell you the thing? I don't have good advice. They know that. Yes, when it comes to my politics, I can be out of the line, but I'm actually a very sweet person when you get to know me. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Amy.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. So I will be leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be. You're about to bring someone else, right? So I will just
I wanted
watch
to bring what he need. I don't know if he's still on here.
Roland. I think he's
Roland.
still from.
Yeah, but if you're still on, just let me know so you can come and talk to us about the university. This time
Yeah.
around, when we're coming back, it's not going to be easy. So if you're watching, Mr. Vice President, please do the needful stuff before things get out of control, because the next time we come in here is not going to be easy. The whole social media will break. So right now, today, it's just with me talking to Amy, the next one that will happen here, it will not be easy. So, Roden, if you're here, tell me so I can be able to. Yes, Roden said he sent me requests, but Sally, I don't know what's going on today. I can't see the request.
So I will just get off.
Yeah. All right. If you want to stay, you can stay. Amy, why Roden is here?
Will it join me?
Yeah, Roden Jody.
So,
Hi, Roland.
hi, Roland. What
Yes,
advice?
Okay, bye.
So,
yeah. How
I
you
Roland,
will
doing?
watch from
Amy, how you doing?
not bad, Roland. I will watch from
if
the
you
back.
want stay, if you want stay, you can stay. Amy, why Roden is here? No problem with that.
Uh,
Roden, what's going on with
Yeah.
the university? Because I saw you leading the protest for the late senator university. I don't know if you're a student or something, but you just tell us what's going on there so that the public can hear what's happening in Nima County. Because the next time Amy come back on here, it's going to be wild. It will get worse. So right now we're just playing with this. And if this information does not get to our people like the way it needs to go, then we have an issue in Nima County. So tell us, because you were leading the protest just recent time. What's going on?
All right. Thank you very much. As one of the student leaders
now, the same thing Susan was just saying, like great network.
Nothing sign now
previously
country. And you see
as
the
I'm president
camera
of the
calling say for Brody. Wait, what's going on with your camera?
we
Your
have been
camera.
going through since I've been closed. Please remove a bit. Am I okay now?
Yeah, you're fine now.
Okay. So, like I was saying, I said since Senator Johnson passed off, it has not been easy for us as a students of the university because we named the, let's say we started the school 2022. From 2022 we started on a very good format. 2022 we led the entire students to a community service wherein we were able to help the community to clean Ganta. And 2022 2022 23 we started again 23 on a good format where Senator Johnson often used to visit us on the campus and then speak to us as students, motivate us about the university. And in 2024, when we got into 2024 semester again, it was another good semester that will begin. And then we started on the format again. But one key things that I noticed from Senator Johnson was that whenever we students stress, and then when he's informed, he cannot remain in Morovia. He will always drive and then comes on the campus to know what is our grievances. And he did it to us once when we were discussing the chat room about protest concerning materials in the school. I didn't even know who gave my number to him. He called me. He said, "Son, I'm hearing some things about I coming there tomorrow." Susan, the next morning we saw Senator Johnson on the campus. He called us for a meeting. He said, "Look, gentlemen, this school is for you people. I built this place for you, and not only for you, but for the entire Liberia." So we left on the process, and then he left and decided to take some initiative to face some stuff in the university. When we left, in November, the week in November was the week that we were naming the hall after the former president of Togo, Nasengbe. So some delegates came from Togo, and then they attended the program. After the naming of the hall, after everything, Senator Johnson left on Wednesday, and then we spoke on Wednesday morning, and then he left Wednesday afternoon. I was even present with the president, and then he left. When he left in winter, unfortunately on Thursday he passed off. So when he passed off, you know, the following week was to be our final exam for 2024. So
Mm-hmm.
we didn't do our final exam because of the issues. So now it was extended to December. So in December, we were able to do our final exam, and then January we had Senator Johnson to rest. So in the process of our Johnson to rest, it was not an easy thing for us as a student of the university. The very first thing, we were not even informed. We, with all of the things that were done, it was just bad they say to us as a students, because at the university campus we're supposed to be informed of every other issues concerning that burial ceremony as a students as well. But when it comes to the entire program, we were excluded from that process. We went on our separate meeting again. We said, what can we do? And then we came back. The president said, nothing you people can do. Let's just be and watch those people. Any outcome that will come from out of it doesn't want to recognize you people, but I don't want for nobody to taste it. We accepted. We went. We got some t-shirt, and then we wore the t-shirt. We went for the burial. But Suzan, it was kind of unfortunate that we wanted to march with the body. They said no. We the students cannot march with the body. All right. We listened to them, and then we marched behind the body. We came to enter in the fence again. They said they didn't recognize our students of the PYJ Polytechnic University. They rejected us, and then we fought by all costs. We even when we stood before other people who were there that will have armed securities, they tried to intimidate. We said no, it can't be. Until after a few times they allow us, we enter inside. When we enter inside, during the time of giving tribute, wherein we're supposed to go speaks to talk to government officials, to talk to other well-meaning citizens, that the school that Senator Johnson left behind, it is a legacy. At this point now, we need the help of every one of you people as citizens of this country or of the county. So out of the sudden, Suzan, we fought our way, and then we were denying the first process again. There where now we started raising battle crowd. We I led the students around in the entire borough process around. We went to where the speakers stand were. We tried our possible best. And then after everything, Women came back to her and said, gentlemen, you have to cease the noise because the president is here. And then we'll give you like 2 minutes to express yourself or to give your tribute. We said, but 2 minutes is not enough. He said, we'll get 2 minutes. We said, okay, no problem. I accepted the 2 minutes. To give her that time again to go on the podium was not an easy thing. We got on the podium for 2 minutes. We started fighting on microphone. So we thought we didn't even express ourselves as students because we know that after the death of Senator Johnson, the university need to run. We bear that.
Mm-hmm.
After everything, we went back on the campus. The president called for a meeting. We went back on the campus and said, look, gentlemen, we know that schools are open, but we want for you people to bear with us. We're trying to go in there and get some stuff. I wish that it was after January. Now, February was given free because we said the February month was a mourning month for every one of us. Then March, there was a general meeting that was called in March on the campus. So we went on the campus where we have the general meeting with the staff, the president of the university. He said, I'm going down to meet with the madam, but the school going to open very soon. When I come back, then every one of us can be in gear to be able to administer entrance as well. We accepted. The president went down for, let's say, for entrance fee and so forth. Let's say for materials to run entrance. So when he returned back, but it was quite unfortunate that what he went for, he didn't receive it in totality. When he came back, he told us, we said, but nothing we can do because it is the madam who is the present proprietor now of the institution. So we're only looking up to her. So after March, again, April, we were concerned because we have a unique chat room. Students started raising concern about when school going to open. They call back again on campus in April. We have meeting in April. When we have meeting in April, the first meeting we had in April, Mr. Smoke, the president, calmed down again the situation and said, look, gentlemen, we want for you people to calm down. We'll try our possible best the university will open. We say, okay, no problem. We hold on again in that April month. Almost to the end of April, we didn't hear anything concerning entrance. We didn't hear anything concerning registration, nothing. So we started raising concerning the chat room again. And then in that process now, the president was able to call that the Wunkeyo to kind of have meeting with us as well. So because Dada Wunkeyo is the present chairperson on the board of trustee of the university. So when he came, he told us, gentlemen, look, we're working on things to have the school open. So we want for you people to bear with us and give us some time. So student was like concerned because we have over 3 meetings and people have been asking us to give time. But you people need to tell the exact time that we need to give you people. If it is 1 month, it is 2 months, you need to tell us. So Dada Wunkeya was bold enough to tell us that, look, students, We want you people to give her like 3 months. After 3 months period, we're working at 3 months period and make
Mm-hmm.
sure that school going to open. So April, May, June, July, August. So we give them like 4 months, 4 months. So which were April, May, June, July, August. So we give them that entire time, waiting with the anxiety that school going to open. Every one of us as we're opening the chat room, waiting for communication. So it didn't still hear result. When we got into August, August 14 was the date I was shown. August 14, when the time reaches, students were complaining, students wanted actions. And then I came back down and calmed them down that let's wait after the 14 because the date that was shown, they have not yet reached. So after the 14, we went on the campus as students. At that time, the administration was not part of our meeting now. We went on the campus as a student. We said, what is our next thing? Because we don't know what happening now. We are left in limbo because we
Mm-hmm.
chatting in the chat room and then the president is not responding to us to give our actual update. And the president have been counting us down in situation. So I think that maybe to come back to us and tell us, a gentleman, school going to open, we're not going to see important. So in that process, we want the campus to have the first meeting. We said we need to have a plain protest and we're going to be peaceful to call upon all the well-meaning citizens of Nima country to help in the process, to talk to any other person, to talk to the family to have the school reopen. And students consented, students agreed. We went about, we wrote the, how you call it, the petition statement to the superintendent, the Nima County Legislative Caucus, the vice
So
president,
the
the two
superintendent was
senators.
the one who took the petition.
No, no, no. I come here, I would draft straight to that.
Yeah.
So when we wrote everything, and then we have that planned date for the protest. But before that time, the Madam PRO, who is Humphrey, he called me and said, the madam want to talk to you. I said, okay, no problem. And then he said, but I'm coming to you
Who's the
people in the magazine. I
madam?
said, but,
Who's the madam?
uh, the listener that with, the listener
Yeah.
that with.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, but Humphrey, you have been talking to us, most especially me in particular, you have been talking to me and being student leaders, I have been appealing to the student in the chat room with the possibility, with the mindset that school's going to open very soon. But since then, this thing happened. I personally added the madam to the chat room so that at least once she speaks to students, so that students can be able to calm down in some situation. You understand? But since we added the madam to the chat room, Susan, she had not spoken to us. She had not even said hi in the chat room. So when they called me that time, it was one day to the protest when she called me with Humphrey. I said, but madam, she said, Roland, what you people want to do is I want for you people to leave what you're trying to do. I said, but madam, at this particular point of time, since Senator Johnson passed off, you are not having meeting with the students. You are not even come on the campus to tell us, oh students, how you people feel about these things. Or for now, we do not have money. We want to get so and so thing to open the university. Or we want to do this to open the university. I want to do this. You are not having meeting with us as a student. Now you're asking me to go and ask students to wait. What would be the positive step? And for every time you people come to us, for every time the administrations come to us, they will tell us that there's a document that is on the desk of the vice president. You people waiting for the vice president to return from outside. Whenever he enter in the country, they're going to sign the document. But for every time the vice president enters into Liberia, we will not hear anything that the document has been signed or the vice president is working on that document. For any time the vice president go outside, that's the time we receive communication from the administration. So, madam, it is by and the students have decided to have a peaceful protest. Her response to me was, I don't get anything to open the school. I don't got money to open the school. The only person that I hope you on are thinking that they can open the school is the vice president. I said, okay,
Let me hear you, yeah?
that
Hmm.
was it.
Let me you,
That was
yeah?
what
I listen, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
that was what she said. What that was what she said to me clearly on the phone. And it was not only my one. Humphrey was also part of her PRO. Humphrey was also part of the phone communication. I said, madam, okay, since you're waiting on the vice president to help in the process, then allow we the students to also have the peaceful protest to add our voices to your voice as well,
So
so that it
is
can be
is
heard by
this
the vice
is
president.
this school being closed by Senator Prince Johnson' wife or the vice president? Or is she working with the vice president?
I can be Suzan. Me just explain that account all over basis, please, because I don't want to lose my thought. Yes.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
and then when I said, but then you allow us that we add our voices to your voice to also be here, but through protest. Maybe when the vice president see us, he will say, look, I think what the madam is saying is truth. She said, but okay, but then nothing I can do. I said, okay, no problem. I have myself, I got angry because I was not expecting that response. At least the response that I was expecting was, I come in Nimakane there tomorrow to have meeting with you people. That was a response at least that if we were going to hear that response, we all are going to go in back in our share and say, since she come in, and this will be our first time as well. So when she made that, when she talked that, I myself got angry. I hang up the call. When I hang up the call, they call me back. I said, but Humphrey, the mother is saying that only the vice president that she's depending on. So since she wanted our voice to the vice president voice, and people have been telling us in the chat room, the administration have been telling us to wait for the vice president for everything outside. The entire time that he spent in China, we were waiting. He came back in the country. We're not still hear anything. So it's pretty enough that we our voice. And Humphrey said, "Oh, I'm coming to you in Imagine." I said, "But Humphrey, if he can, if the students see it pretty enough that he enter on the campus, that's it. But if they don't see it important that he enter on the campus, don't blame me because it is not my decision. I have talked to them and they said they're getting angry with me for me talking to them that they should cool down. So then the following morning, Humphrey came and then we left in the chat room. The president said, can I be part of the meeting? We said, no problem, you can be part of the meeting. The president came. He came around 12. I reached out, we were still on the campus. They came in the meeting, they said, look, gentlemen, we want for you people to cool down. And then I asked, I said, why we should cool down? They said the protest is not going to be fine. And then the next thing is they're going to spot things. We said, no, we having a peaceful protest. So they talk a lot. So when they were talking, the president said, the school president, he said, what I want for you people to do is to calm down the situation and then listen to us so that we can be able to settle this thing. We said, no, how can we settle this thing? So when I asked him, I said, are you discouraged because the university is closed as a president of the university? He said yes. And then I asked Barclay. I said, Barclay, are you also Barclay was working with the senator? I said, Mr. Barclay, are you also feeling very discouraged because the university is closed? He said yes. I said, then what is the way forward? What are you doing? He said, we are talking. I said, okay, but then since you people are talking and we the students, our voices are not among you people voices, can you people give us the chance so that we can add our voices to you people voices so it can be one voice now in that process to show that we are young people that still want to go to school and
Mm-hmm.
our parents they didn't refuse to send us to school. So in that process now they remain that they say then we ask students are asking question, what is the main hold on that the schools cannot open? They said there is no money. I said okay. They said there is,
Wow.
yeah, that was what I was saying in the meeting. They said there is no money, the funding is this and that is like this. So and then they said
This
they
is
said
so sad.
they're trying to get the document. They're trying to get document to see whether the software that was sent by the government in the account is still in the account. And then I asked questions. I said, you people trying to get document to check in the account whether the software is there. They said yes. I said okay. But then Humphrey, when I made a fair post concerning the school issue, you came as a PRO and then you reported a statement on Radio Kekema. Your recording still there that the madam took $6,000 to pay teachers. Which document they used to withdraw $6,000 from the account?
Wow.
The question was not answered. Up to now, the question is not still answered.
My
So
God.
and then I said, but since the question cannot be answered, and then you people say you're looking for a document, but then which document you use first to withdraw the $6,000 to pay the teachers, and now you're talking about looking for a document to check in the account whether the subsidy is there before the school can be open. So I said, since the question is not answerable, then the next thing you just leave with the students to add our voices to your voices because we are hurt. Some people who are sponsoring some of our colleagues, some of them are even out of time now. Why if some of our sponsors maybe one way or other pass or maybe one way or other go somehow that they can't be able to sponsor. So the best time now is for everyone else to cry this cry so everybody can hear our voices. They said BA, but then saying that is it. We say yeah, but that's the only thing. So they left the meeting and then we ourselves came who have the protest. In the process of the protest, we tore the entire Ganta, calling the attention of other people, well-meaning citizens. It was actually peaceful. But when we left on the camp, when we left on in time, when we got on the campus, We tried to make our way in the fence. The security denied us not to enter in the fence. So because I was at the back. When I left from the back to camp, before I reached in front, the guys already shut the door and the gate they already open. Everybody entered inside. So when I entered inside, we were on the campus, we were singing some song, and then we asked the president, we said, Mr. President, you are here with the dean. Can you please open the building so that we can be pretty seated and then have our petition statement read? The president didn't answer us. We called upon him, we even gave some time frame. If you watch the video, you will see everything. We gave some time frame. They didn't respond to us. We said, okay, BA, we have been getting some unconfirmed information that there are some materials that are not there. But can you open the place so that we can be able to view the place as well? They didn't pay attention to us. We said, okay, since we came to you people to give our petition to you, and then you refuse to open the door and then you don't want to listen to us, I think the rightful person to hold the petition is the city mayor on behalf of the county as well, because since the superintendent is not around, the representative, the senators are not around. The city mayor could be the rightful person. So we're going to move on the road to have a roadblock. Then we'll call the attention of the city mayor. When he comes in, then we can tell him the actual things that are happening on the campus. And then we passed. The president of there, he left the road, and then we passed. We came on the main street, and then we blocked the quota. So in a few times, police came. They talked to us. We said we want to see the city mayor. After a few meetings, they called the city mayor, and then he came. He talked to me. We talked to the other students, and then we cleared the road. We cleared the road. When we cleared the road, he said, let's go back in the fence. We went back in the fence. So the city mayor said he was willing to receive the petition and then to be able to hand deliver it to the two senators, the vice president, the superintendent, and the caucus as well. So we said, okay. In the process now to read the petition, we saw on Samuel Gongwen coming in, the senator, and then he was driving. He drove straight into the fence and came. When he came directly to us on the monument. He said, gentlemen, why is the problem? That I see that people are protesting. So first he said we were wrong in the process, why we should block the main road. And then he tried talking to us. He said the petition statement cannot be read here because of some reason. So, but the best thing that there is, I want for the leadership of the protest to go with me on my farm, wherein we can have a dialogue. So we said, but Honorable, can we read a petition and say, look, I'm talking to you people as a father, as a senator of the county. So please follow me on my farm, get in the car, let's go on the farm, and then we can have a dialogue. The president can also be there. And any other person that want to be there, they can also follow as well.
I'm not cutting you off. Is Representative Musa aware of all of this, Amy and John?
Probably he
No,
has
sir,
been
Roland.
seeing the video, but I don't think it has been brought to his table. I know
Okay.
he can see all these things, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he
we
has
we
not
we
done
got
it.
a plan. We got a plan B, but I will explain to you the reason.
Yeah.
So we got in the senator car, and then he drove her on the to, how do you call it, to a farm, and then he tell us, look, gentlemen, it was bad for you people to do so, because now what happened? People will think negatively about us, that we are squarely seated, and then we're not seeing the rightful things to be done. So we say, okay, Senator, sorry for what happened, and then he asked the president to explain, and the president explained concerning the opening of the school. The president said they have been read my rope concerning the opening of the school going to the madam, and there have been no funding. And the next thing is they want to give the school to government. It's like this. So when they asked me, I explained everything concerning the grievances of the students, as well how we have felt, because Susan will level like 2 years, 2 to 3 years. The highest should be 3 years for all to graduate. You see,
Look
because
at that.
majority of us in the school now are junior students. This one semester we were junior students. So we level junior one, junior two, senior one, senior two. So that's appropriately 2 years or 2.5 years for us to graduate from the university. So that's the reason why you see some of us we are into, because to go and begin from square zero is kind of about disheartening, it's kind of about frustrating as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the time that have been wasted, who going to pay for that time that have been wasted, the resources that we are invested in the institution as well. So when he asked, I explained, I talk about it. We even set a simple benchmark, Susan. We set a simple benchmark by which we take it on the rate of 150 students. That is, when 150 students enroll at the institution, the school will be raising something like $41,000. That which the school can stand on her own. That which the school can stand on her own. And then the next thing we look at the salary scheme of the entire school, maybe the staff and other people, then we were able to deduct something like $7,000. The school was left with something like $34,000. Or if you take $4,000 on there as a, let's say, a maintenance and so forth as well, you left with 30,000 cash in your budget that which it can help you to even stand for the following semester.
So
You
what
see?
really, what do you think is really happening, and why is the whole, even though Amy has explained what she think is going on, I heard
No,
that the
but
vice president
I'm
is.
about to conclude now from the senator statement. So when we explain everything, the senator looked into it. He said, Roland, what you
Mhm,
say is truth. And then he said, Mr. Sumo, what you say is true. He said, effectively, right now, he asked me for the petition statement. I filed everything to him. He said, effectively, right now,
mhm.
we am setting up two committees. And then he set up committee. One was with Mr. Sumo, Humphrey, and also Barclay to get back to the madam and ask her why is the reason that the school has not yet opened.
Why?
Yeah, so that was a committee that was set for the madam. And then the next thing they said that the Wunke should also be on the committee because the chairperson on the board or trustee, while the school has not yet opened, it's a final issue. If it is final issue, then what becomes of the money that was sent in the account by the government? If it had
Oh
been
wow.
used, then the bank statement should be given. Because according to Senator Koga, he said the discussion was an open discussion. Journalists were part of the discussion, even community members were part of the discussion. And then he set up another committee that which was with I'm forgetting the name from the Nima University. He's in America right now. He's attending a wedding program.
Mm-hmm.
Melvin Yeru.
Melvin, you are there.
Yeah, Melvin Yeru. He set up another committee with Melvin
Melvin,
Yeru
you are there.
to speak to the children, the family, as to what is the whole on what actually happening as well. So after he said that, he said, gentlemen, I gave the committee's member 2 weeks. That is 1 week each to be able to work in that time free. And then you people to as the students, you are giving me 1 week, making it 3 weeks. So after the 3 weeks, I'll be able to get back to you people and then tell you the next thing or what is the whole on.
Okay.
So, but we were bold enough to tell him as a senator, we said, Senator, if there is a means that even if they tell us that there is no finance to run the institution, we as students we stand firm. We even we will stand tall to even lobby it that the school can get finance to run
So run again.
to run again. We said to him, we said, if that be the case, when the madam said, I mean, when the madam says there is no finance, there is no budget to run the school, we still come back and cry on you people. The caucus can be able to maybe credit the school or let's say loan the school with maybe like $10,000 or $12,000 to just have the first opening, and then students can put in, and then after that they can be able to see how best they can be able to pay back that money. If it is not possible, we the students can still go back and ask other well-meaning citizens in the community, and then they can be able to get forms and so forth to run the institution. He said, what you're saying is truth, but you're giving the time. You see, that's the reason why we're giving the time frame, which is the 3 weeks. And the 3 weeks have been given, and we ourselves as a students, Susan, it is kind of a discouraging for us on our part to admit every day and that student right now as I speaking in the chat room, students are crying in the chat room. Where can they go? Where are they starting from? And who is going to help them in this process? And some of those students in the school, they are on scholarship. Someone like one of our colleagues, they fully pay his entire 4 years fee at the university there.
Wow.
So now tell me,
This is really, really terrible. And thank you for coming on here and adding to Amy's voice. This is something that I will take upon my time and continue to advocate for. I'm glad that I was able to reach out to Amy for Amy to come here, and I'm glad that people are hearing what's going on. You have a city vice president who is from Nima County. This man took you to be his son. He's dead, and up to now his school is not running. The people are saying, oh, there is some type of finance issue. This is just wrong. It's wrong. It's embarrassing. I don't even know how to describe it. All right. By the end of the day, I even heard that Kun wants to buy the place. I don't know how true it is. But Amy,
Uh, but
Susan,
but
Susan, Susan,
but
Susan.
but
No way. Before we
Susan,
leave your show, you will please not drag me and Roland in your politics business. We beg
okay,
you.
that there where I
You
want,
will
there where
please
myself,
not
I
drag
just
me and
wanted to
Roland in
speak
your politics business. You, I hope, let's be real, right? I hope you
Amy,
are not crushing
everything
on.
I say,
I hope you're
everything
not
I
crushing on our brother
who
because you,
who question who
Susan,
that man with
no,
his tattoo looking there.
don't end me.
Don't Amy, don't make me deal with that man right now.
no,
No,
That
but
tattoo,
you just drag,
eh?
you just dragging
Susan,
us. You just put.
Susan. All right,
I will
Susan,
not
let me
drag
say
y'all
this.
here because
Yes,
I
Susan,
don't want y'all to be whole with anything. When y'all leave,
yes, Susan.
I will come
You
back
see
for
one of
you
the
this week. But
okay,
I
you
what
see the
and
reason.
that's the no say boy can say Susie, everybody I talk about on their show, they say I crush it on them. That's Liberian politics. Once you're a woman, I put my mom
So,
on Eugene, they say I crush it on Eugene.
Susan,
I
Susan,
put
for
my
us
mom
from
on Boaga, they say I want Boaga.
from the student community during the course of our protest, we made it clear that it is not about politics. It is
Mm-hmm.
not about maybe showing off, but
Right,
it is about we the students how we feel as well because we are not going to school. And some of us, our sponsors are asking, our parents are asking, have we dropped or maybe imagine Susan, saying we did our test, we are not getting grade leave. So it is kind of an embarrassing situation to us. So for me, I don't care whether it is an opposition or imposition school. All I want to do
right.
is I want to go to
You
school.
go back to
That's my
school.
focus. For me, I don't play politics with education. Once
Right,
it comes to my learning aspect, I don't play politics with it. So, but it is a wake up call for the vice president. It is a wake up call for Senator Koga. It is a wake up call for the entire Nima County Legislative Caucus. It is also a wake up call for the traditional people.
right.
Susan, this is what we're saying. That school it holds our future. There's
Mm-hmm.
just a small conflict out between the vice president and the Koga, and we understood that the elders left from here to win moreover to settle that conflict. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this is the best time that the elders can also step into this. Susan, we as a student, we do not even want to know whether the family is in the conflict. Let's be
Mm-hmm.
real.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that we are not being treated fair. That's the reason.
Right.
You understand? But
Mm-hmm.
if the family is in a conflict, we as the students we're supposed to be going to school.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be in school. If the family in a conflict, when they settle the conflict, whoever have the property, the school should be running. If the person who owns
But
the properties come out,
When I come here, how will you people go to school when the money that was kept for the school to be running has been taken by just a particular person? You cannot run
yeah,
the
but
school without you. No, I come in. You cannot run the school without funds. That school should have been running. Our issues that we have shouldn't be the reason why the polytechnic should be closed. Let's go
yeah,
to the
that's my point.
elementary. With all that is going on within the family, the people don't care. All right? The people are still running the elementary. The elementary, where the church is, the school is still running, and Barclay is responsible to run that school. So if they can run the school, what made you think they cannot run the polytechnic? The
Mm-hmm.
truth about the matter is there is no penny in the polytechnic account because all these buildings you see are all businesses, and each and every one of them has their own separate account.
Mm-hmm.
So if this woman has taken the 50 plus thousand subsidy that Dr. Wokweyo allowed the government to give my late dad, and she has cleared the money from the account, how do you expect this woman to run the school? When she went to Togo to go and take subsidy for the Togolese president, all because my dad named his auditory after the late Togolese president. I sent that man message. I got the proof in my phone. And from what we learned, the people, the message reached to the people, and they were not able to get money anymore from the Togolese presidents. And that was the time we were about to take her to court when she escaped the court's hearing. And then the next day, she went to Ghana, she went to Togo to go and see the Togolese people. So without money rolling, that school cannot be open.
Right.
Okay, yeah,
When
I agree with you.
yes,
That's what I'm
without money, the
saying.
school cannot be open.
We,
So the school has
yeah,
nothing to do with our conflict, because if because of our confusion, if that's the reason the school is not open, then I don't think the other school in LBS will be open. But the
yeah,
truth of the fact matter,
Amy,
the truth of the matter, she not eat the money.
yeah,
So
Amy.
then the
The point
other
I'm making
students
is that
are in Zambo, because how would they go to school? How would they complete their units?
Yeah.
You know,
And
if they leave,
the
they're going to
mistake she
start
made
over
is
again.
the mistake she made is the children added you to a group chat. You know, there are certain things here you see that your mouth here. The way that your mouth can help you from certain situation, you will never understand until you start using your mouth to take you from a particular situation that you need to leave. Going in this group chat is just to make these children to understand that, okay, this is the situation. There are things you can tell them. The fact that you are communicating with them, it will make them to understand that, okay, you are communicating with them. But the fact that you make them feel like the same way you're making us feel like we are nothing, that's the same way you are making children who pay their school fees feel like they are nothing. They don't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. That's the reason the children added you to the group chat as a woman, as a mother. You have never one day say hi. Even hello, my children. Even to call meeting to say you have come from Ganta, you have come to the yard, you have gone to Nimba, you have spent a month in Nimba to your husband place in the same school. You have not you even go tell the Nimba people what bury your husband. Thank you. So that's why I said this person feel entitled. So that nothing can be done until
so,
because
but
I
but
can't be
Amy,
worried
what
because
I'm
as
saying,
I said right earlier today, I said on your show, Susan.
Yeah.
This woman want to negotiate and she want to exclude the children out of the negotiation. What Rone is saying is something that I'm just hearing. That's why you see when you talk today, I told you, I don't say things I don't have proof of.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that my stepmother, everything the children say, she will say that other one will call her product of looting. Imagine somebody call me product of looting, or somebody call me, excuse me for my expression, somebody call me a hawker. And at the end of the day, I have to take the same person who abused me publicly to come and fight my battle. It makes, what does it make me? You took Humphrey to come and fight your battle. What does Humphrey know about this family? And you keep emphasizing on and depending on the vice president. Anything the vice president say, then we will reach out to you.
Hmm.
That school, don't get me wrong, right? That school, it has nothing to do with the vice president. The vice president has no decision. He don't have full right over the children to make any decision over that school.
I heard he
He can
wants
play,
to buy
yes.
it, Amy. That's what I was
No,
telling
that's what I'm
you.
saying. So, whatever it is, it should be speculation. It should be they say, you say, I say, we say. For my
Right.
stepmother that keep emphasizing on the vice president, maybe she just want to link the vice president to her thing. Because I don't think Jerry will leave his work that he get to do in the country, will leave his family and want to pay attention to Prince Joseph property, or want to claim Prince Joseph property, or want to buy Prince Joseph property. He know that he can never do that. And Jared know that none of Prince Joseph's children will stand and will watch him, buying that property. So it's just politics.
Mm-hmm.
It's just speculation. If
Okay.
Jared Ryan wanted to buy a property, then he come and tell us, say, I won't buy the property. But
Right.
until then, I'm not even going to take that into consideration. Why I say, okay, yeah, somebody say Jared. Say, I don't think Jared will have to leave his business schedule to focus on another man's property when
Mm-hmm.
he has a wife and he has children. And I don't think he will want somebody to treat his children the way we have been treated, because Jared get children and he get woman he married, and I know say the woman get stepchildren. So if he will want to back what we are going through, he should know that once he back it, definitely it will happen to his own family too. So I don't think he want to be involved. So if she pressing on Jerry, she just want to do formulation. She just want to be boastful because she want people to know she got direct link with that man. So let her keep that man in on her mouth and do what she need to do as a woman, as a mother. So before she talk to you, she need to wait for Jerry. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Thank you. Let me say this. Let me say this. I mean, and also Susan. Susan, you see, there are steps in procedures. You see, this is our very first step as well as a students. That's the reason why you see we continue to ask and we continue to beg because we do not want to take anything like iron hand because the next thing is her children are not attending the institution. Neither most of those BP people that we are crowding on and none of them their children are attending the institution. So even if they chooses to turn their back on us, we still going to be affected as student of the institution. That's
Right.
the reason why you see that we continue to take it step by step. But what we want is just simple. Let's say this, Susan. What we want is just simple. If the madam can squarely tell the president that the reason why the school has not yet opened, it is lack of funding. You understand? And then if she comes to us and tell students, look, the reason why the school has not yet opened, it is lack of funding.
Mhm.
Then we know within ourselves that it is lack of funding that this school has
But
not yet
Amy
opened.
just said it. Amy just
That's why I
told
said
No,
you.
she's not
I come
communicating.
in.
Amy
The
She's
just
not
issue there
Amy
is
communicating, Roland.
no, she's
Amy
not
just
communicating with
told you it's the woman just Amy just said, oh, why you disconnected and stuff. Amy just told you that the woman just said the woman took the money in the account. Amy said it.
yeah, now I come in as Susan. Susan, hello. The madam took the money from the account. We students will not know whether she took the money from the account. For me, I don't even want to know whether she took the money from the account.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Very good. I don't want to know whether she take the money from the account. But the next thing, what I want to know is when she able to come to us and tell us, say, look, gentlemen, the school, we do not have budget for now for the schools to open. We're looking for budget for the schools to open. We know school blend that. That's what there where her point is. But she's not communicating with us to let us know.
Roland,
She's not telling the president
you see the
this
thing
is it.
about life, Roland. You see the thing about life. Just because this is what you want, it's like okay, you did something to me, right? Maybe you wronged me, and you are at fault. The fact that I'm so ego for you to come and apologize to me doesn't mean that you will have to come and apologize to me.
Right.
So you people want this woman to come and tell you that, oh, this, that, this, that. If that woman wanted to do it, it's almost a year since my dad died and since this school has been closed. So you're still not understanding that there is nothing can be done.
No, but what we
The
saying we
last
got
time we
we
called
okay
Roland, we
now.
And
talked.
Now the
Amy, then
question that's it now.
how do we
Let's say Susan.
communicate this with the students? How
Okay,
do
now
we
Yeah,
Susan,
communicate
Susan
this
and
with the
Amy.
so the
students?
student,
Now Susan and
as
Amy.
much as
Susan
I
and Amy.
feel, as much as I understand what Roland is trying to say,
Yeah.
but what I want Roland to also understand is it's just like a property that is in conflict, right? When the court come over it, that property, no matter whoever pay for that property will be in court until that problem is settled. All right. At this point, right, the money that was there for this woman to do whatever she needed to do with this school will not yet open and her won't take over. The man that has this school is dead,
Let me
and they
give
are
you the information.
incorporators. They are incorporators who now make decisions for that school. And there are decisions that should be made before that. If even say that school running, there will still be decisions that will be made to know how to put things in place. Running
All right,
school is
Amy.
not like daily
Amy,
pump. No, I come in,
Amy, this
running.
is
I
not
come in.
yeah, but
I
let
come
me
in.
just make
Running
my
school
point clear
is
to you
not
so you
like
can
daily
understand
pump.
where I'm
And
driving
now
at.
the funds that
My
was
point
put in that account for us or for my dad to be able to run his school properly has been
Has been
used.
taken.
And now you cannot run the school to say that apartment, when you listen, you will get an apartment or and somebody will come and pay money and take it. The money is not there. And the family is in conflict. And now the woman, by this time the school should be open. The woman wants to give the school to certain people to run the school without the consent of the children. And because of that, that school, I said today, that school, as much as I feel your pain, right? No money to run a school. How will you feel rolling? Your
Yeah,
past
Amy.
left something for
Amy,
you. No,
Amy,
I
that
can't
don't
mean.
understand that.
No, but then as same Koga said, right? Same Koga told your plain blank. Same Koga said, we here we agree. Oh. We are willing to do what we have to do for this school to run. Because it's not easy for somebody to pay their school fees if at the end of the day they cannot go to school. Some people cannot afford their own scholarship. How do you expect them to begin? When this man was alive, most people in that school, they are not paying physical cash. Most people in that school are not paying physical cash. They are on scholarship. Some people are on, they pay school fees, but at the end of the day, this woman took all this money. And now there is no money to run the school. So what do you want the woman to do? You want her to go and give the school to the government without the consent of the children and then allow the
Amy,
government
Amy,
to go
Amy,
to school of private
Amy are
entity?
coming now. Amy, I'm one person who don't even want for the schools to go to government because I know my reason. Amy, my point here
Yeah,
is,
nobody wanted
let me
to
say
go to
this.
government.
I come in now.
But the woman is
Susan
not
will
thinking
understand
on
my
her
point
own.
and you understand my point.
The woman is thinking
My
on her
point
own.
here is, okay, I come in, my point here is, if we are going to jump over these things without consulting the superintendent, without consulting the senator, without talking about this thing, we just jump or we'll go, we'll allocate, we'll go, we'll lobby for fund, we'll bring fund. Why, if those people come out and say, we told you, say, we're not having fun, what will we say? There where I'm telling you, say, we want for her to come at the point and say there is no fun. My
She
point
will
is
not
clear.
come to
She
you.
telling
Roland,
you
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
that
coming
saying.
now.
you
Amy,
there is
Amy, I'm
no
There's
coming.
phone.
Amy, I'm
Roland,
And
coming
then
to.
that's
woman,
what I'm
Amy, give me
telling
the
she
things.
you.
Let me
make
express
This
decision
now.
with
Roland, listen. This woman
Amy,
cannot come to we the children, right?
Amy,
I come in. This
Amy,
woman cannot come to we the children to tell us that there is no
Amy,
phones. There is nothing for
Amy,
us. What made you think she will come to you
Amy,
to tell you there is no phones? Within 1 year,
Amy,
how did you eat 100,000? How did you eat
Amy,
150,000 within 8 months?
Amy, Amy. What happened in your family issue is your family issue. What happening to
No,
us
don't
as a
say
school?
that.
I
That
come in now.
property has
No,
to
I
do with
come in
no
now. What I'm
money.
saying
I
is,
take
no,
exception to that. That property
no,
is
I come in
not.
now.
It's
Amy,
not a property that you say
listen,
that man we
let me
fighting
express
for.
myself so
That
that me make you
somebody
to
they own
understand.
it. That property belongs to us. I just want you to, as much as you're a student for that school, I want you to know my dad who owns that property is no longer alive. So automatically, that property belongs to us. We make decisions. That's one thing I want you to understand. Really, no matter how you protest, as much as we all want the same thing, no matter how you protest, that school cannot be open because of your protesting. That school, we all can just work together to see how best this woman can let her ego down and see how this
Yeah,
school can
but
open.
Amy, this is a working procedure.
No,
Like I
no,
said,
you said
I come
something
in now.
there, so that's why
I
I
come in now,
came in.
Amy.
You said we don't
I
want to
come in
know
now,
about
Amy.
your family issue. Susan, you heard that
What
part,
I'm
right?
saying,
That's why
I
I'm
come in
trying
now.
to
What I'm
tell
saying,
you
what
this
I'm saying,
property,
maybe give me
it
chance, I
has
will
to do with
explain.
the
You
family.
brother, you have to know about the family issue
You're
because
not
the
No,
understanding what you
family,
are
the
saying,
reason
the
why
Rolly.
I'm
I
saying,
will put
I
you
family
come
is
in
on
now.
the
track.
one that's the family
All
property.
right,
Because if you don't
when you're
know
That's
speaking,
our
about it, then
property,
how do you
Rolly.
stand? How do you go
So
to
without
school?
us, without the family coming
And
together,
then what do you
without the
tell
family
other
making
students?
decisions, you can't go to school.
but Susan, if you allow me to end the reason why I'm making this statement, if you allow me to end, if you allow me to
No, so
express
maybe
myself,
you
I think
want
you
to
will
say
understand why I'm
something,
making this
but just the
statement.
way which you are putting it and
Do
not
you
knowing the
understand
way
what I'm
it should
saying?
go.
If you allow me to understand, you know the reason why I'm saying this? People can be into confusion in family. The school still wrong. You understand the point?
Yeah,
That, like I
I
said,
get that
let
point.
understand the point now. Like I said, my point here is why if we're not going to raise this thing, you ask me why whether we are reached of most ability, I told you say no. Okay, why if we are not raised of this, we just go to we'll go to any of the representative, ask them for funding, and then say, oh, can you people help us to have this school bill? Why if Senator Coker tell us that funding was not the problem? Why if Jeremiah can tell us that funding was not the problem? Why if
Well,
any other
what
person
they call that
I
tell
come in
you?
now, give me the chance now I come in. Why if any other person come out and say funny is not the problem? There where my own logical point is coming from. So for me, I think that can we take it step by step until when we reach to the stage now that those people can tell us, I mean that the mother can tell us that look, the reason why I don't want to run the school is because of the even if Senator Koga come out and say, gentlemen, the school will not open based on this, we as students will still come back on the round table. But now I do not know the kind of negotiation that Senator Koga is having behind closed door. Let's understand the point. Okay, now let's say, for example, even we as students, the madam tell us that, oh, there is no money to open the school. All right, we still come back to the round point. Can we go and lobby for money? Lobby for money to come and talk to the children, talk to the madam. Nobody tells the money that will bring. Whether the money make progress, but that is, let's say, uh, uh, how do you call it? Whether the money make progress by increasing and so forth, nobody tells you that until your issue is settled. You understand? What we concern is the schools to open. That's another brilliant point. That is nobody good because we don't want brought the money or different person investing. The person tell us, I only want for the school to be open. But if you're finished with everything, that's why I'm saying that the family issue is also there. If Amy can tell she know behind closed door, I always begging them. I always beg them because I know that they are where I invest a lot. 2 years, if they ask for insertion, then we'll discuss about my graduation.
This
You
is
think I see
bad.
pleasure?
This
You
is
think I see
really, really
pleasures?
bad.
Susan, you think I see
Even
pleasures
though
in
we
myself
here
as
we
a young
talking it
person?
lightly, right? But I see how this is also affecting the children and it's affecting the children because of
It
who
is affecting the
business.
children. Susan, it is affecting the children. That way I'm telling you
It's
that it is
affecting
affecting the
the
children.
children, it's affecting
Now,
the students. Then why can
Susan,
this
it is
thing be
affecting us.
resolved? Why
If I
must
talk,
the listening to wife keep saying that, oh, I have to wait for Jared to make decision? How is
all
this
right,
about
Susan,
Jared? This is about the children. Amy, we can't hear you. I think you.
Susan, Susan, now the case is in front of the senator. You see, I never want to speak. You see, since we left on I not post on social media anything concerning the school because I don't want for you to come out again and say I was trying to make negotiation or we're trying to do this, then the student going back at this and that. We were even
Amy,
planning to
what's
clean our
going on?
entire
We can't.
campus.
You mute.
We planning to clean our entire campus as a students. But we're still saying that hold on until the senator can come up after the 3 weeks. You understand? Susan, even if the senator come up after the 3 weeks to tell us that, gentlemen, this is the problem, this is the problem, we're still going to come back and call. We know our next plan. You understand? We know our next plan. And that reach is not going to be protest.
Can't hear
We know
you.
Okay.
our next plan.
Yeah.
We can hear you now.
That reach, that reach is not going to be protest. But we all are finding remedies to the problem. You understand? We all are finding remedies to the problem because if we students sit down and say that put our hand between our legs, it is the family issue. You know, again now I even asked Amy if she can admit. I asked her, I said, Amy, let's agree that everything our in the account have been taken. Will you people still agree to sit down on round table to know how many percent will come to you people if the school rooms or if the school happen to open? She said, we don't have a problem with that. You see, now we already understand from the side of the children now. If Senator Cook come on now, I think the next person that we supposed will be targeting now is the madam to
I
clearly tell us now we the students now. Serious thing because it is for Senator Cook I respect. Let's be bold and be real here. The action of the students, it is for Senator Cook I respect, and it is of the VP respect and the county administration respect that the student didn't go in different route. Because it is not our negligence that the school was closed. Nobody refused to pay the fees in the institution, and none of our parents refused to pay our fees. There are some students at the school even owe them certain amount of money. Even I was sitting there right now as I speak. You understand? Their assets are left for me in the school, and even up to now, I not receive my grade slip. Do you think that I'm happy to be a university dropout? Do you think that I'm going to go to different university and start from zero? From zero, that is fresh, man. Where I
It's
got
not
two more years to complete. That is frustrating enough. So
so
the reason why I'm
guys,
saying this
what's
is
the way
I
out? Let's look for the way out and leave because we've been here for
the
2 hours.
way
Yeah,
out
so
now, the
We
we are about
actually been
to
here 3 hours.
Yeah, so
Once
well,
they
Yes.
went
that's
out,
the same thing. That's the same thing I was telling Roland, Susan, and wish if it makes sense, you let him know. It's like two people are fighting for a land, right? Do you think somebody will build on that land or somebody will do something on that land while they are in argument for that land? It's not possible. So we all pray that, we should be able to settle so you all can go to school, because it's not easy seeing people paying school fees and not be able to go to school. But one thing for sure that I want to say, which Sam Koga also said when he told you all in, the speech he made to you all, he told you that he's not promising you all because before the school reopen, the family need to come together. That's what he said. That's what he told you people. So we all pray that, because we have talked behind the scene, Roland, and you know what I've told you. You know that we are all waiting and we want the same thing as you people want. So we pray that everything work out, but with all this thing going on, I don't think, I know, but that's it. So I pray
Susan,
the
the
school
only
will open so I can be able to go to
the
school.
the remedy to the problem is that after the 3 weeks that have been given to Senator Koga, I was going to be there and going to work in that time frame and
Today,
also have it.
11, 12, 1, 2, I bet 5 hours.
So I was
So
going to believe that he's going to work in that time frame
they like
to,
been on for 3 hours, Amy.
I
That's
bet we have 5 hours for your time. I bet we been here 11 and it's 3 in the morning.
we started the live. Oh yeah, we started last
We
9,
started
10, 11,
11 my
12.
time. And it's
Yes,
3 in the morning. So almost five
four,
hours.
almost 4 hours.
No,
Yes,
11, 12, 1, 2. When it reaches 3 o'clock, it's 5 hours. So it's 2:46 a.m. in the morning. So
yeah,
once it's 3 o'clock, it's 5 hours. So it's 4 hours, 46 minutes.
yeah. Roland, just
So
conclude. Yeah, conclude.
Roland,
Say
I know you're hurt. I can see it from, even the way you talk. But we all are family now, and we all have to, see how best we can work together to be able to see how the school can run. But at this point, and now when the papa was leaving, everything he would do it is different now because he's no longer alive. So the way it was easy, it might not be like that now because so many things are going on. And I'm sorry for the inconvenience that whatever has caused you people. And we all pray that the school resume, if not this year, early next year, for you to be able to, attend school. And I'm so happy that you were able to come here as well. And you were able to say what, is in your heart. And I appreciate your family. Susan, I'm about to leave too. And I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
it's
As
okay.
much as the board say this, but yeah, I want to keep coming when I have to. So
Right.
thank you so much, Roland.
Thank
Don't
you
get
too.
angry, sleep and pray.
no,
Everything will be better, my brother. Roland, you are me. You are me, Prince. You are me, Roland. You are me. We are all family.
yeah.
So you will go to school. Please, don't worry. Yeah, good night.
Bye, Amy.
Okay,
Bye
thank
bye.
you.
When it what's the
Yeah,
way out? What do you think will be the way out so you can conclude?
all right, Susan, the way out. Let me be bold. Let me be real and say this. The way out for
I
this particular
say
issues
something.
now.
Mm-hmm.
It is in the hands of the vice president. It is in the hand of the senator. It is in the hands of the Nima County elders. You understand? The way out for this entire thing. These are people that the way out for the schools to open is in their hand. The vice president, the senators, the how you call it, the county administration, and the elders. The reason why I'm telling you that this thing is in their hand is because the president, as we speak, the person who is closer to the madam is the vice president. President, as we speak, the person who also is also closer to the madam that can speak to the madam, and then maybe she can listen is also Senator Koga. President, as we speak, if the Nima County elders can call the children back home, if the Nima County elders can call the children back home, if the Nima County elders can call the madam back home, if the Nima County elders can call all of those people back home and say, look, what is the problem? You understand? What is the problem? Because if this is not done, Susan, it will continue to be on the social media. It will continue to be in the court. It will continue to be on the social media. It's continue to be on the court, in the court. Now, if they call those people home, ask the madam what actually is the problem that the school has not yet been open. What actually is between you and the children? The thing shouldn't be on phone call. It shouldn't be a group of people go meet the madam, then they come back, they can't meet the children. No, it will not resolve the problem. Let them call everybody back in Nima County. Let the madam come in Nima County. Let the vice president come in Nima County. Let send the cook, the children, everybody come in Nima County. This is their home. In that area, they can have one-on-one discussion. One-on-one discussion. If now my point that this is my point. If it does not yield result now, they can get another person go ahead to go to the court can settle it. But you are play your part. You understand? That's the reason why I'm telling you, say, I don't want to rush and say something on the social media here. And we are playing our part as a students.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are playing our part as a students. Senator Coker came on our aid. We don't want to go above and do anything. Like I said, we even wanted to clean our place. Susan, who told you that we don't have people that we can talk to even credit the school? We
Mm-hmm.
got
But the
people that
next
we can
time,
talk to that
cool,
can,
so I can try and rest. Yeah.
thank you. We got people that we can talk to even credit the school. At least for the school to run, that school needs something like $12,000. It is not much. Susan, if you must say the day get less better than we do calculation on 150 students, that school will continue running. You see, so we can talk to other people, but we do not want to be in front to talk to people where somebody will come and then want to put a fund out there, somebody turn it into politics and say, oh, and that's for this and that. No, 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 no. We don't want people to be like that. Let everybody be certified. Let the family be certified when
Mm-hmm.
everyone are running the decision. That's where my point is. Yeah.
Okay,
So
but
for you to be settled is in the hands of the senator because the late senator left
it's
the
not in
children
the
with
hand
those
of the
people.
senator. It's not in the hand of the senator. I feel bad that you guys are going through all of that, Roden. Let's all keep in touch, and we will all make suggestions
Susan, Susan,
how close
Susan,
go and see how
Susan,
best we can. Yeah.
Susan. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why I tell you it's in the hands of the senator and the vice president is just simple. If I got control over you, if I got maybe get myself closer, I say, the thing what you do is not good. Susan, you have to stop it.
The
If you
wife
don't
is
listen to
more
me,
closer to the vice president.
that's what
She's
I'm saying.
yeah,
It's in their
but she's
hands.
not close to this. She's not close to Koga like that, according to my sources. But that's what I've been hearing.
So,
So
so
she's
that's it. So if
making
this issue is not
decisions.
resolved for all of, if it is not resolved for all of being in school, it means that December will make up 1 year sitting down. And it's
Right,
going to be very bad. I tell you something serious because December did
right,
our final. December going to make us 1 year sitting down. If any other person who is filing a live broadcast, you can help me in the process. You have to talk to the madam, let her talk to the kids, let her be able to settle this issue. Or any other person, if there is no way to settle the issue, if you are trying your best, let the people come out and say we are trying our best. They can do anything that they want to do now by taking the legal procedure. I think that would be prudent enough. They are where I want for people to try their best. So then
right.
if you try your best, you know it can't work now, then you say to the legal procedure. But we can't be the one to say, I'll go to the legal procedure. No. You understand? Senator Cook, I can't be the one to tell people say that the reason why you see him ask for time. And Senator Cook, I told up when Blender, he told her to have meeting with the children. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So now, even Senator Cook himself, he trying to get himself in a way that when he's speaking tomorrow, so that people can say he didn't apply effort. Ain't seeing the understanding there now.
Mm-hmm.
So he trying to he setting committee so that when he's speaking to one, he say, I want for this to happen, and I want for the woman to do that, I want for the children to do this, so that people can say, oh, so when you're talking and you will be setting reference, have I not told you this? Have I not told the children this? There where we ourselves to our students are doing. Now that we are confused, now that we are stupid, now that we're not able to take some actions, now that we're not able to put actions, because we get some of our finance in our school.
Right.
We can crown her to reinstate her when she not want to do it. We will take the legal procedure to reinstate her to any university where I found us.
And that's your right
It is
to
broke up.
choose. Right.
Okay, very good. But we're taking the rebel procedure because we don't want for any time to read for somebody to say, look at it, look at that. Now,
Right.
during the course of the protest, saying the cook, if why if you are going to ask a student, did you people read me officially? What we're going to say? You see, that way when you told her to go and find, we see it necessary for her to go and find. You understand? So for me, that's it. Any legal person that is on the line that want to help in the process, you can help now to talk to the madam as
Mm-hmm.
well. But if it is not settled, we know that it will be settled. Now, if it is not settled, we know that with the help of Senator Koga and the rest of the people, it will be settled.
All
It will
right.
be settled.
But then we'll
Yeah.
talk the
Thank you
rest
very much.
behind closed door, yeah? We'll talk the
Okay.
rest
Okay.
behind closed door. All right. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you here very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Take care. All right, guys. That was the voice of the powerful daughter of the late Senator Johnson, Amy, and that was my brother, John. Amy, once again, thanks for coming on the show here. Truly appreciate your time here. And I also want to tell you that this platform is open to you any day, anytime. Um, and anytime you want to reach out, my line is always open. Don't hesitate. I understand that sometimes people say, "Oh yeah, that girl." I don't communicate with a lot of people behind closed door, but for you, like I said, for the sake of where you from, your father, the role that your father was able to play in Nima. Obviously, your dad used to call me here, so why not? So anytime you're ready to call me, my line is always open. And thank you to my brother. After all, we just want solution for Nima. And I'm just hoping that the stepmother is also listening to this live, or she has somebody that she's close to listening to this live. That you do not have to wait for Kun to allow the university to open. You also have other people children at that school that are waiting to get back to class, that are waiting. They already have set their plans and their career goal, what they want to do in the next 5 6 years. So because of your family, you cannot hold on to their future. That's what you're doing. Like Roden said, but if that university was open up then, now he already graduated. So nobody, just because of your family feud, now that they're having they having issues with going back to school, and I think that is quite unfair. And this is the reason why every time I come here and I keep saying that Jeremiah Kun is irresponsible. Now you Liberian people, y'all see how irresponsible this boy is. A whole vice president of the country, he does not even know his role. He does not know the power that he has. He is just in his goal and his whole mindset is about 2029. So the things that are important on him, he just let it slip away. Imagine, this is a man. I understand that the children do not want to show any type of entitlement, but you owe the children. Okay, Amy is not supposed to be reaching out to you, Kun. Amy is not. You're supposed to be reaching out to Kun. Amy, I mean, you're on a level of ungratefulness and unseriousness. It's just beyond anything, beyond any stuff. What have you not shown to us on this blue app? The listening to Prince Johnson passed away. That man died crying on your name. All right? And his children are calling out for help. And you expect them to reach out to you for you to intervene. But you all on the internet here running on all the triple platform. All the Chipotle platform, you have people updating you, but you don't know what's going on with Prince Johnson. That old man, wherever he is, school, he is regretting why he has to even consider you as his son. You are a loser. You are a loser, Jeremiah Kun. And forever you will be. If you do not intervene right now to put this thing under control, that's another loss for you. That's another loss for you. Amy's not supposed to be on social media saying these things. And one thing she said that really hurt my heart right now is that, people will start saying, that it's killing her pocket. That's why you see she on Facebook that it trip, that it swear, human be swear. Is that what you want? Is this what you want for Senator Prince Johnson? That is this the type of image you want for a man who was able to make you who you are today? This is the reason why I talk to this man without any type of break. Y'all see what going on here? You guys heard about Amy. She didn't want to say anything here, but I talk to people behind closed door. I am aware that the stepmom and Amy and the stepmom and Jeremiah Kun, they're very close. I am aware that he is the one who took the woman out of the property right now. I am aware of everything because I talk to people behind closed doors. So, Amy, your stepmom and the vice president are very, very close. This is why the family is all scattered. Your stepmom do not want to talk to your uncle Koga because your the vice president is pumping her with words. All right. So this man was able to pay the stepmom 30,000 to bring the woman to Nima County because what Koga was his interest at that time. So he was able to bring 30,000. So now you are doing all of these things. Kum, all of this you doing it. Then you can't sit there and say the only time Senator Prince Johnson will be happy when the Pape Spirit will be happy when I become president. These are the things that is nonsense he can go say to people. Oh, the Pape will be happy when I become president. That the time Prince Johnson will be happy. Prince Johnson will never be happy. The fact that his children are fighting among one another and you have not taken that stand, but you were able to pay the stepmom 30,000 to carry her so she can come and endorse Koga. All right, Senator Koga, because that time Koga was in your interest, but you cannot put things under control. Shame on you, Jeremiah, and you will pay for everything you are doing. I pity the people who actually look at you and say you are something in Nima County. I pity the ones that honor your control. I pity them because you stand for nothing, absolutely nothing. You have shown that beyond anything. You have shown that in the recalling when Senator Prince Johnson passed away. The recalling you were able to show that even on the day this man passed away, you are still showing it right now in Nima County where you want to hold the country like that your power it. Huh? Your pa ever fought in the war, you were able to, and now you're still doing it right now. The senator children are all passing around fighting. Why you in close, you holding the woman close, and you poison the woman ears to go against Koga. This is the kind of human being you are. And God will continue to expose you. Amy, my line is open to you any day of the time. The next time we come here, it will not be easy. This was just a regular interview. So the world can see what's going on in Nima. Maybe when I kind of talk here, you guys will say, oh, that's Susie or Susie Marshall. Now it's been said the children, they themselves, they have come here, they explain what is happening in Nima County, what is happening with their father university, what is happening with them. This thing, the fact that Amy trying to have access to you is the most disgraceful thing. You you supposed to be reaching out, looking for means to reach out to these children. But what you doing? The only thing you do in Lima County is to listen to gossip. Your aim is 2029 for you to become president. Come, if you ever become president, mm, let me die in Liberia. Let me die. If you come, y'all record this video. Y'all have this stream recording safe. If Kun ever become president in Liberia, and I will give condition. Maybe the only time you'll become president, let's say when Boaka give it, and for the look of things, I don't think the paper will give it. But you, Kun, where you see that your evil ways making the United Party people say they don't respect and trust you. You can see the atmosphere around that paper. When Boaka can say that next to you, when you say that next to Boaka, when you say that next to Boaka shift, what you want? I'm on the yes. Just go over there when I finish. Then you can come. When you say that next to the old man feels so irritated by you. He feels irritated by you. All right. So the next time Amy come here, it will not be easy. So if you know what I know, you better put things under control. Thank you guys for coming on and thank you for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.